Hello everyone, welcome to Redmen TV. It is match day live here at Redmen HQ ahead of Liverpool versus Accrington Stanley here in the FA Cup third round. I'm Steve Hogan. Jamie Cranford with me to my left. Errol Smith is over at the board as well. Yeah, the Liverpool team news will be out imminently ahead of this game, so very, very quickly before it is, and there might be a couple of surprises in there as well. Thanks once again to Dr. Emre Sinek for sponsoring today's Watchalong. In fact, all of our Watchalong and all of our Redmen content this season. There's a QR code that will appear on your screen throughout the course of the day. There's a link in the description as well. So if you want the best hair treatments, dental treatments, if it's good enough for Rivaldo, it's good enough for Rakitic, it's good enough for you guys as well. So yeah, get yourselves over to emresinek.com. Thanks very much to Dr. Sinek for sponsoring us. You guys are the absolute best. You're allowing us to provide you with these, they are allowing us to provide you guys with all this content this year. So thank you very much. And yeah, treat yourself. It's January. I saw a clip yesterday from Dan Nightingale of the Have a Word podcast, who said he was told he was too bald to have hair treatment by
I saw that.
I saw his clip. I might be in that boat, but others, before the ship sails as far as mine sailed, go and get yourselves involved. Thank you very much indeed. Right.
The team is out.
We're out and we're about already, early doors. And like I say, a mixed Liverpool team, to say the least. Errol is frantically scrapping around. We had the team right, but we didn't have the bench right. You can see him there. Go on, big fella. Get yourself sorted. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's go with you. Go on. Welcome.
Cool. So, yeah, as you can see, ladies and gents, Kelleher is returning back to the Liverpool squad in goal. He'll be the goalie for the cup competition here in the FA Cup today. Trent Alexander-Arnold is featuring at right back. Maybe a surprise to some. We'll probably touch on that in a moment. Ibu Konate trying to get back to full fitness.
No, he's out.
Ibu's out.
Endo's in.
Oh.
Last minute change.
You dummy. Yeah. Right, I put my Endo card down somewhere because you told me he was sick. Right, Endo's in. There we go. Kwanzaa and Tsimikas to make up the rest of that back line. Szoboszlai in a little bit of a deeper role next to Tyler Morton. Diogo Jota. Harvey Elliott back into the team featuring. Darwin Núñez through the top. And as you can imagine, there was a space there that I was hoping was going to go to an Italian, but it's not. It is actually, where is he? Where's the young lad gone?
He's on the bench.
He's on the bench, and he's not on the bench because this young man, Rio, yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not messing. He is featuring. He is Gumoa, and he is going to be starting his first debut for Liverpool Football Club at an age of, is it 16?
Liverpool's second ever youngest player. Obviously, Joe Sinclair owns that record. He's next. Errol, I'm going to cut away right, and I'm going to give you a chance to sort that bench out because it is the wobbliest the board has ever looked in its life. 16-year-old debutant then, Jay. It's interesting because apparently there's been a late change to the team. Apparently Ibu Konate was meant to play and maybe it's a last minute, maybe something he's decided, maybe he's rocked up feeling a little bit ill or whatever, so Endo comes in. But yeah, a 16-year-old debutant, left wing, which Liverpool obviously looking after Luis Diaz, they're off looking after Cody Gakpo. Diaz are on the bench. Cody Gakpo isn't even involved in the squad at all. Exciting really, at the second youngest player ever to play for the club, and he starts.
Can't have too many left wingers, Steve, can you?
might buy another one next week.
Yeah,
you don't know.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Yeah, brilliant for the young lad. We've all heard a lot about him coming through. He was seen as a major coup getting him from Chelsea. He's been doing good stuff in the youth league. So yeah, and with the level of opposition, as you would say, with the greatest of respects to Accrington Stanley, should be an opportunity for him to show what he's capable of, to strut his stuff. I've seen some love, the dribbling, the skill on the ball is what's stood out to me from the brief clips that I've seen of him. So hopefully he can show some of that today. Yeah, excited. I mean, it's probably trumped the. I mean, it's nice to see Elliott in as well. I think this was another game that people had earmarked for him until Gumoa. We'll go. Yeah, had been announced. I'd say the biggest news was, as Errol has alluded to, was Chiesa related. But then is it further weird that he's on the bench?
Who's this?
Chiesa.
No, see, from what I'm led to believe, and again, I hate doing all this, but I think he was meant to play. And then it was decided to give Dom Szoboszlai minutes because he's been ill.
Yeah.
And therefore it was Chiesa who dropped out. So Elliott goes to right wing where he would have been in midfield. So I don't think it's a Chiesa thing. I think it's more Szoboszlai hasn't played for ages. He had to train with the 21s on Thursday because there was no first team training.
Okay.
And I think the decision's been made to give Szoboszlai the minutes, which is right. If the plan is to get him ready, and Liverpool will want him, I think, to play against Forest on Tuesday.
Yeah.
I think maybe it's more of that one.
That's slightly more reassuring from a Chiesa perspective then, because we've got Errol's ready to
give up on him.
Give his Liverpool career an obituary over there. I'm thinking about, when you like those dodgy second-hand car dealerships where you get a car and it's actually two cars welded together. I'm thinking, like, have Liverpool been done here? Do you know what I mean? If he's not playing today, then when's he going to play?
No, listen, mate, it's not good. Listen, it's not good. He should. No. If you're him, like, and I'll come to you on this one, like Federico Chiesa, again, we don't know where he's at fitness injury wise, but he isn't in this team, and again, there may be circumstances around it. And listen, I would be shocked if he doesn't come off the bench. If he doesn't come off the bench at some point, then yeah, you'd expect something really has gone wrong. But you can't sugarcoat the fact that it's been disappointing so far for a number of different reasons. His inability to get himself on the pitch is the main one.
As a professional, I'd be fuming. I would be absolutely livid in the situation. Obviously, there's been moments where he might not have been match fit, and there have been reasons as to why you can understand him not featuring in more squads. He's only played 105 minutes of football for Liverpool since joining in the summer, which is, for a man of, who's allegedly got so much quality, it's not been enough. But ultimately, whichever way you want to work it, and however kind you want to feel to be towards him, there's a 16-year-old making his debut in this squad now that's got in ahead of him in one of his favourite positions. He can play anywhere along that front three, and there's been a decision made that a 16-year-old that's never played a minute of professional football is better suited to play this type of game over somebody like him. As a professional, you might look at it and say there'd be 100 of factors as to why that might be the case, but purely from a professional reason, if you told me now you're going to replace me with a 6-year-old to come and do this job here now, I'd be fuming, because I can do that. That's my bread and butter. What are you playing at? So there seems to, from the outside looking in, I can only imagine that is a result of some sort of breakdown in either trust, a relationship with the management team, or he's just simply not in favour. And you've kind of got to then start raising further questions. What were Liverpool really trying to achieve with him in the summer? What was the play? And that is probably a whole host of conversations further down the line, because right now the focus is the FA Cup and getting through this third round tie. But for me personally, from a Chiesa's perspective, wherever he is on that substitutions bench, there he is. I would be more than disappointed. I'd be actually fuming. And hopefully, to your point, if he does get on the pitch today, you've got to get on that pitch and prove your worth in this squad. You've got to come on and make a difference and make an impact to remind not only the fans, but the playing staff and the coaching staff that actually, mate, you were a little bit foolish to overlook me from the start.
Again, I wouldn't be shocked, for example, because I reckon there's some lads in that 11, Jay, who might only play a half. I wouldn't be shocked if Alexander-Arnold's one of them. There was again, Ibu we thought was going to play, something last minute change there, so maybe he would have been one of them. I wouldn't be shocked if Jota goes off at half time, or Szoboszlai, and Chiesa comes on. Like I reckon the manager's probably got 3 planned subs up his sleeve very early on in this one. There'll be some lads who we want to get minutes for, but also he's got to protect as well.
Yeah, we've been lucky with the draw in that sense, because it's an ideal opportunity to do whatever we like, in terms of, we've got a 16-year-old in there, we've got players who've either been out of form or struggling for fitness. So Dom's obviously been in pretty good form lately, but he's been missing recently, and it's an opportunity for him to get some minutes back into his legs. Jota has not quite fully come back. It's interesting the difference between, like, Jota comes back, and then he comes off the bench against Fulham and he scores, and it's like, oh my God, he's never been away, fantastic. And then we've not seen loads of him since then. But then Konate comes back in straight away against Manchester United, and maybe it's a little bit of a needs must, because we were short of defensive options. Yeah. But in comparison to, Jurgen Klopp was pretty unlucky with a lot of his third round draws. He seemed to get a lot of Premier League teams. So it's a good opportunity today, for us to get bit of form, bit of fitness back into play. Someone like Kwanzaa, he looks a bit short of confidence, and I wouldn't maybe, I wouldn't say it was been a nightmare season, but it's been approaching that. He gets hauled off at half time in the first game of the season. Most people would probably say he started the season as one of the starting two centre-backs, and now every time you've seen him recently, it's looked a little bit shaky, a little bit iffy. I don't think that stint at right back the other week did him any good. So, yeah, opportunity for the likes of Kwanzaa to potentially get a bit of confidence back. Darwin Núñez is a person who certainly needs some confidence back. And hopefully, you'd like to think coming up against League Two opposition, he could get himself on the score sheet today.
You'd like to hope so. Geez, yeah. John with the super chat says, "Be honest, lads, have you all been on the lash last night?" I haven't. Have you?
No.
Was you out last night?
Nope.
No,
home in bed.
No.
Nice and handy.
No, we were all good. No, none of us today, professionals.
Tonight,
you're on it.
Oh, I'm going to. You won't be watching. I'm going to a surprise party.
Oh, well, I hope they're not. Who is it?
I'm not going to say.
If you know Jay and it's your birthday, surprise!
So
you could have said I'm going to a party. You didn't even. You've half ruined the surprise element there.
Well, the surprise is that I'm not going to say who it is. Yeah. So
everyone you know is like, look, is it my birthday? Could it be me?
He's not going to be watching. He's not going to be.
That's fine.
I don't think he'll be watching.
I reckon you can stop digging me because he might be. And if you are watching, happy birthday, Mr. Whoever you are.
Or Mrs.
You said he 4 times.
Oh.
Yeah. We've deducted that one. Josh says, I switched Jota and Elliott on the board. Obviously, we are led to believe, Josh, that it is Jota playing number 10 and Harvey Elliott playing on the right wing. In fact, as we say that, James Pearce has just tweeted it, so I think that's about right. Let's bring up the Accrington team then very quickly. Some of these lads, actually, we've spent a bit of time with at Redmen over the last few days, so made up for a lot of Scousers, of course. In particular, Josh Woods, of course. We've got Liam Coyles on the bench. We spent some time with him as well. But look at that. Krell, Love, Orr, Rawson, Wally, Woods, Kabeni, Martin, Walton, Woods and Hunter. What a day for some of these lads. Some of the biggest days of their careers, I would guess, as well. Some young and good Scousers, ex-Liverpool connections all over the place. So congratulations to those Accrington lads. I'm sure they're going to be in for a great day. I hope they all have a wonderful day. I hope they lose 12-0. Right then, a couple of other questions. Errol, I suppose, and we haven't got the full story yet, but we are led to believe that Ibu Konate was in this team and that his switch for Endo is a late change. Concern that, isn't it, really? Ahead. We don't know what it is. Maybe he just felt unwell. We don't know. But if that is the case, and again, that is yet to be confirmed, it's just what we were told, it is a little bit of a slight worry if that is true.
Oh, absolutely, because Liverpool, in terms of that second centre-back position at the moment, are a little bit threadbare, if I'm being completely honest with you. When you deep it, Konate's had such a fantastic season for us so far. He is done dirty in the very last minute of that Real Madrid game. And I don't think he's really, since he's come back into the fold, been at full fitness. I know there's an element of trying to get him back to match fitness at the same time, but in the games that we've had, they felt like big games over the last couple of weeks, or the last 7 days really, where Liverpool haven't been able to get the W. And I think with Konate being thrown in late into the Carabao Cup first leg as well, just didn't look on it. And maybe there is, because there's quite a few players in and around the league at the moment, not just Liverpool, suffering with a little bit of an illness and a little bit of a bug. Maybe, hopefully, it's just that with the Konate situation at this moment in time, and it's not really related to the injury that he picked up after Real Madrid. But Endo is going to come back in. And the one thing that we can say about Endo really is that when we first seen him at centre-back, we wasn't even sure had he played there before, and then we started to look, and he's played most of his games as a professional footballer as a centre-half anyway. He has got that sort of combativeness. The one thing that I feel out of anything in terms of that back line is the lacks a real leader, and this is where you're going to look at somebody like Trent Alexander-Arnold. If he's only going to get that 45 minutes and he's only going to get 1 half today, somebody else in that back line is going to have to step up, and you would then look to Endo. He is obviously Japan's captain. He has got that experience. He was a Stuttgart captain as well, if I remember correctly, at one point, before obviously we purchased him. So from that perspective, you hope that he's able to marshal the line. Don't get it twisted. He's not going to be able to marshal the line anywhere near to the level of a Van Dijk or a Konate, but we hope that he has got that level of communication between the lads that he's going to have to wrangle today, because let's be honest, these lads are going to be plucky. They're going to be up for it. They're going to be game. They're going to think, you know what? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. We're never going to kick ball again at Anfield. Let's just have it and let's just see what happens. And as much as I appreciate that level of enthusiasm from the opposition. We need to go out there and make sure that we can do a professional job and just stop them dead in their tracks.
Yeah, absolutely, and show your professionalism. It's interesting that Trent plays, isn't it? You know, I mean, like you'll be captaining the team today as well. I don't know what you take from that. Obviously, he didn't play on Wednesday, comes on, and actually did quite well. He starts today. I don't know what that means in terms of him and Conor Bradley. Again, it might be half each. The manager might be starting Bradley on Tuesday. There's loads of things there, but he, you know, a lot of what you would call the senior players, the you know, your Van Dijks and your Salahs, your Alisson Beckers, Andy Robbo's on the bench, like the leadership group of Liverpool. It's Trent who's in. Do you read much into that at all, Jay?
I wonder, I mean, maybe this is me trying to backtrack and excuse him a little bit for his Manchester United performance, but I feel like since he was out with the injury, maybe he's not fully gotten over it, or maybe there's a little bit of fitness, or, you know, I don't know, because Bradley was out. Again, maybe we were kind of not papering over the cracks with Trent Alexander-Arnold, but not being able to rotate him as much as we would have liked. So, yeah, Slot prides himself on his sports science and in terms of getting people back from injury and stuff like that. So it will be informed by that, I would say. Try and get him back into rhythm. He obviously looked brighter coming off the bench against Spurs the other day. Yeah, I was looking at that lineup and I was thinking, who's going to be captain? But it might be partly because of the fact that I've got a camera in the way of Trent. I'm thinking,
the vice captain of the football club.
Is it going to be Endo? Is it going to be Elliot? Like, oh no, the vice captain of the actual football club is starting. So yeah, he will be captaining today.
What I like actually as well, Jay, is the midfield. I'm just looking at there. It looks like Jota, the number 10. Arne Slot has mentioned a few times about Jota playing as number 10. He likes him in there. He thinks he's good at it. He's done it against Fulham. He's brought him on a few times there. It's an interesting role for him. I guess you would like to think against Accrington, it's not one where he's going to be asked to do too much of it. He'll have too many defensive responsibilities, because that's where your worry is with Jota, that he just gets broke because he flies into challenges. He's very aggressive. But Jota as a 10 behind Núñez, there could be something there.
Yeah, I remember when we brought him in, and I mean, we're going back a few years now, but my vague memories of him playing for Wolves, I thought the idea was that he's a utility player in the front three, he can play across the front three, does a little bit in number 10. But I think we all like him so much as a 9, and most of us have kind of discounted. And it seemed like he had that clarity from the start, even going back to pre-season. Was it the Sevilla, the 4-0, wasn't it? Jota starts number 9. He gets Jota back. He'd been to the Euros, hadn't he? That was it. He'd been to the Euros. He gets Jota back. Jota starts number 9, and we're thinking, right, yeah, enough of the experimenting on the left wing and stuff like that. He's a goal scorer. He's a natural finisher. But then he comes on against Fulham the other day, scores the goal brilliantly, as he often does. But Slot was at pains to point out that I brought him on at number 10 in that. So he definitely sees him as a potential number 10 option. I still think we would all really prefer him as a 9. But yeah, with the opposition that we're coming up against today, he should be able to potentially get on the score sheets himself. Liverpool should be seeing a lot of the ball. He should be getting a lot of shots off, doing his barreling runs into the penalty area. Looking forward to seeing how he gets on.
That's that point that you just made there, Jay. That's exactly what I was going to say. I actually don't mind him playing in that 10, because I'm yet to be convinced that he is a Slot style number 9 out and out. He can do a job, and he's a goal threat, and he will get goals for us from that position. He's done it throughout his Liverpool career. However, here in this position, it's quite interesting for me, because I can imagine the way that he carries the ball at the moment. I think it's improved over the last 12 months tenfold. So his ability to actually get on the ball a little bit deeper and make those runs and hopefully feed in the likes of Núñez. This is, again, and don't overlook the ability of what we need to do in terms of that link-up play today, because typically when Núñez is in the team, he always plays second fiddle to Salah, who's in the team, and Salah is the main goal threat for Liverpool, as the numbers will tell you so far this season. But when Salah hasn't been in the team, we've seen it again in a game the other week when Núñez was there and there was nobody else really around him. He was the one that actually gets us that first goal and does the job, gets us over the line almost in a game. So I think that kind of link up between those two will be really important today, because ultimately there's going to have to be service. This Gumoa, young lad, Rio, congratulations first and foremost, but he's an unknown quantity. None of us know what to expect. The Accrington staff don't know what to expect. Playing team won't know what to expect. Elliott, we know what he's capable of. We know he doesn't really have that burst of pace though, so it's going to be tight control in tight areas and probably a little bit more link-up play. He has got a shot on him, but I'm expecting these two to really be that driving force for Liverpool today, and I just hope that with Jota playing a little bit deeper, he's able to facilitate that, get himself on the ball and be a little bit more of a playmaker in the ability to be able to run in between those lines.
I suppose we'll start wrapping up with this section of the show in a moment, Jay, and we'll head over to the fan reaction show where you guys can have more of your say. In session on Szoboszlai, I think Liverpool have definitely missed him over the last couple of days. You know, there's been times where you would like his dynamism, his energy, and even his ability to score goals, which Liverpool have missed a little bit recently. He's been ill, we know that. He was pretty unwell. It wasn't just a little bug. He's been pretty sick. Good for him to get some minutes back in this game, and again, hopefully not too strenuous, but enough to get some minutes in his legs. So I think Slot would be desperate to have him in the 11 on Tuesday.
Yeah, definitely. He's one we've kind of been on a little bit of a roller coaster with him in terms of when he came in. Everyone was pretty blown away by him. He scored that fantastic goal against Aston Villa. He's always provided that dynamism. He's got an element of Jordan Henderson, like the best parts of Henderson, but with probably a cleaner ball striker and, a more creative force. Then the numbers started drying up a little bit, and then there was a few question marks, and there's a little bit of has he peaked too soon kind of thing. And then he's come back in this season. He's definitely been playing well this season. We certainly missed him against Manchester United the other day. It's that all-round package of he's that like glorious athleticism he has, his pace, his ability to cover ground, but also he has been adding goals to his game this season. Liverpool we've scored a few goals as well. McAllister's got a few, Jones has got a few with someone bursting into the box from midfield, from the number 10 position. He might not necessarily be playing that position today, but he's certainly someone who can provide that. So, yeah, I think it's such an important game on Tuesday. If we can get him into some sort of rhythm, I mean, I think everybody's pretty much being sick over this Christmas, New Year period. So I think we all know what it's like to be run down, and it's a funny one with footballers, isn't it? Because they have bad injuries, they have ankle injuries, ACLs and stuff like that, and they say, "Oh, he's not playing because he's sick." And you're like, "He's sick? Come on, you paid X pound a week or whatever." And it's like, yeah, but have you tried running around and you're sick? Have you tried?
Quanta tried it on Wednesday, and that's come off because he couldn't do it.
Some Groks from League Two, roughhousing you, and it's not as easy as just getting on the pitch. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing him today. Maybe one of those long range efforts that clip of him that gets reposted every international.
He loves a free kick for Hungary, doesn't he?
Yeah,
maybe
one of them today. Maybe we'll see one of them. Who knows?
Absolutely right. Let you guys know what's happening here at Redmen HQ for the rest of the day. The Watchalong, of course, will start at 12 o'clock because the game itself kicks off at 12:15. So in the meantime, Errol and Jay are going to have a nice little break. I'll stay with you for the Fan Interactive show, and then me and Errol will do the Watchalong. Me and Jamie will be post-game on Redmen Plus, and Errol will be here on YouTube with the 2 post-game shows as well. We've also got content coming from the stadium with Chloe, Chris and Dan all in attendance down at what is a very cold and frozen Anfield. Before I let you go, guys, very quickly, Errol, little score prediction for the game?
I'm going to go a comfortable 4-0 today. I reckon debut boy Rio, star boy Rio,
imagine
Nunes, brace, and a little Jota the slaughter to round us off. 4-0.
I'm going to go 3-0. I don't think it's good. Do you remember that Havant and Waterlooville?
When they scored?
Back in the day. They took the lead twice, and we're not going to see that today.
Shrewsbury did it as well, you know.
Yeah. Well, maybe I need to revise my score. No, I'm going 3-0. 3-0 Liverpool. Yeah, Nunes, Jota, and Szoboszlai 40-yard free kick.
There you go. I'm going to go 5. I think 5. Sunil's going 8. Mr. Blicky is going for 3-0. Douglas going for 2-0. Going to be boring. It depends how much Liverpool exert. But I think there's too many young lads and too many lads looking to impress where to do. I think like someone like an Elliott or obviously Rio, there's lads who are fringe players who'll really want to put, Tyler Morton, if he gets Jayden Dans, if he comes off the bench, Chiesa,
I like
if he
that
comes
shout
on.
for Dan's off the bench. I'd like to see a Dan's goal off the bench.
Things like that. I think there's too many lads who won't just put their foot on it. So yeah, we're going to do that one. Right then, we are going to go to a quick break, during which you're going to hear from Arne Slot, who was speaking at the at the pre-match press conference ahead of this game against Accrington Stanley. See you in a minute.
I just wanted to ask about a lot of transfer speculation at the moment. Mo linked with Al Hilal, yourself linked with Kvaratskhelia, Chiesa linked with Napoli, Harvey linked with Brighton and Dortmund. What substance is there to any of that?
When you said yourself linked with, I was like, which club is going to say now? But you mean as a club, we are linked with Kvaratskhelia. What I make of that is that it's January, and I think I said it after the West Ham game. That don't disappoint me. Please come up with all these clubs and all these players that are in the interest from us, or the ones that don't play a lot for us going to go somewhere else. Yeah, that's what's happening now. And 9 out of 10 times, 99 out of 100 times in the end of the window, it's been clear that almost all of these stories weren't true. So what can I comment about it? That the rumors keep going for it, but no comments from my side.
What you can tell us about, though, is the players that you have available to you. So Szoboszlai, Quansah, how are they? And what opportunity is it to give minutes to the likes of Harvey, Federico and Conor Bradley? Every
game is an opportunity for them to have a chance to play. And this one as well. Dom trained with the under 21s yesterday. Jurel, like I said, he was a bit ill last week. I think there was, as a result of that, I had to take him off during the game, but I'm expecting him to be available for tomorrow. Yes, we know we can use these players in every single game and also in the one we have on Saturday.
Hello there, just want to tell you what you could win if you were in our Club Legend prize draw for January. This is a biggie. We're starting the new year off with a bang. It's this, a signed Liverpool shirt signed by Ian Callaghan, proper Liverpool royalty, the record appearance maker for the Reds. 857 appearances he made. Not all in this shirt, you'll be glad to know, but if you want to get yourself a chance of winning this, head to redmenplus.com, sign up as a Club Legend or upgrade your existing subscription and you might just be the lucky winner.
Hey everyone, welcome back, yes, to the Redmen TV. It is the fan interactive section of the show. I'm Steve Hoare. I am not Arne Slot, as some people in the live chat were saying. No, I am very Scouse, he is very Dutch. Although we are both bald-headed gentlemen who want Liverpool to win football games. Let's know your thoughts. This is where you guys can have your say on everything to do with Liverpool. Team news, transfers, fill your boot and you want to talk about. Let's get on with the show. Obviously a lot of chat about Federico Chiesa here. People asking, like, why we bought him, is this the end of him, all those kind of stuff. I think that might be premature. I understand he hasn't started this one. It hasn't been great for him this season, there's no doubt about it. Listen, there might be a world where they play 45 minutes each. Well, I don't know. Who knows? Like, we'll find out. It might just be the manager wanted to get Harvey Elliott more minutes over him. The interesting one is obviously young Rio Gamoa playing. Now, because we know Chiesa can play on the left, although he's more suited, I think, to playing on the right-hand side. But yeah, I don't think it's the end of it. Like Errol said, he'll be disappointed. He should be disappointed. And when we all signed him, I thought we all expected a lot more from him. So it's not ideal, of course, but I do think there will be loads of pre-planned subs here. So we'll see how many minutes he gets and what he does, if indeed he does get on the pitch. But I don't think it's like, oh, he's not starting, therefore that's him, the manager hates him and all that. I just don't believe that's the case. But we'll find out in due course. Listen, if he doesn't get on or he gets like 5 minutes, then maybe that is something to be concerned about, I suppose. Question here. Where's it gone? Sorry. Aaron, Konate was rumoured to start and now he's not even in the squad. Are we worried? Yeah, listen, from what I'm all led to believe, Ibu Konate was meant to play the game today, and it was a relatively late change for him to not be in the team. Again, nothing about that, no reasons why. listen, if there was any doubts whatsoever, even if he was feeling a little bit under the weather, he woke up with a bad back, don't play him. Like, don't risk him. Keep him wrapped in cotton wool. He's only just come back from whatever injury he had around the knee. So I'd say worry potentially, but we just don't know enough information. But if it is true that he was meant to start and now he's not, then yeah. But like I say, there has been an illness bug sweeping around Liverpool's camp as well. Szoboszlai had it for a while. Gerald Kwanzaa had it for a while. Maybe it's that as well, which again isn't ideal ahead of Forest on Tuesday. But we'll wait and see. Because I'm guessing if he was in the team yesterday, it's only something that's developed over the last few hours or the last day or so. So definitely, it is definitely something to keep an eye on. But until we have any more information, you are right. Of course, we're going to be worried, because why wouldn't we be worried? We always tend to think the worst. But I just don't know, to be honest with you, mate, where we're at. To know about it, yeah, like Mr. Blicky OT says, hopefully it's just a precaution. Fingers crossed. Maybe Arne Slot could give a little bit of an update on that later, perhaps. I don't know. He doesn't have to, because technically he never announced him in the team in the first place. It was just pretty much everyone got wind that he was playing, so he might not do that. But yeah, absolutely something to keep an eye on, because apparently he was meant to be in the team and Endo was meant to be on the bench. So we'll wait and see on that one. Right, who else do we have in the chat? Let us know your thoughts then, gents, ladies. Who have we got? That's a very interesting font that someone's got on YouTube. I'll reward you by just having the font. And more to say, I'm not happy, to be honest. Oh dear. Cheer up, mate, or miss. Trey Nyoni and Federico Chiesa should have started the game. Arne Slot is strange. See, I'm all right with the midfield, because I think they all need the minutes. So I disagree on Trey's one. And again, he might get on the bench. Is he on the bench? Yeah, he's on the bench. He might come on. McConnell is on the bench as well. He might come on. But listen, Tyler Morton is a natural DM. Trey Nyoni isn't. So Tyler Morton makes sense. And then I think we'd all agree that Szoboszlai, after his illness, needs to play some footy. He needs to get some match fitness ready ahead of a busy week. And the same probably for Diogo Jota. Maybe less so. But again, I think the manager wants to get the minutes into these lads' legs. They haven't played. Jota's case, he's been out for ages. Szoboszlai played a fair bit, but then he's been missing for a while. So I think more so, I'm all right with the players who are getting the minutes there. I'm quite surprised that it's both Kostas Tsimikas and Trent Alexander-Arnold. I thought we might have seen another youngster back there. You know, maybe he isn't even on the bench. Someone like a Norris or something like that, or a Nallo could have been in the squad, but they're not. If you look at Liverpool's bench, there actually isn't a centre-back option on there as well. So, which again maybe goes to show that there was a late change made around that. I'm guessing someone, maybe an Andy Robertson or a James McConnell could play there if needs be, but it does feel like there was a last minute change there. So it is something to keep an eye on. Mr. Blicky OT, Steve, what's your opinion on Jayden Danns? I think he's a very, very talented young player. He's got an amazing attitude. I know people who go to the academy quite often who speak very highly of him. Our very own Dan Club had a chat with him not so long ago. It wasn't in an official capacity. It was more off the record kind of stuff. Just a chat. And he said he's a very impressive lad, a very driven, determined lad. He gets that as well, of course. His dad used to play football himself, so he's got that level of knowing what the game's all about. He's just had a bad injury. And not a bad injury, but he's had an injury that loads of young players have, especially when they're growing. He's had the bad back, and he's still making his way back into it. But I think he's got a lot of promise. And I'll be shocked, actually. I think if he doesn't come on today, at some point, I think he'll end up playing centre forward. But he's certainly got a lot about him. We saw last year he played in, he comes on in a cup final. He plays, Liverpool bring him on at Nottingham Forest when they're searching for a goal. He had the game against Southampton. He's definitely got something about him, and he backs himself. He's got that. And this is a positive. I mean, like, that Scouse arrogance. Like, it's not like over-the-top cockiness, brashness that maybe some people in other parts of the country have, but the way he carries himself with quite a, get on me kind of thing. Curtis Jones has this a lot as well. Trent Alexander-Arnold has it. You've got to be able to back yourself. So I'm a big fan, and I hope he does get some minutes today. I think he's a very good player. Right then. Sammy. Okay, this is interesting. Not too Liverpool related, I suppose, but I think it's a good question anyway, and it's related to our local nearest and dearest. What do we think of the David Moyes appointment? I think David Moyes is a very good manager. I think he's definitely a Premier League manager. I think if you asked to, he should have a Premier League job. I I never really like managers going back again. But listen, it worked for Moyes at West Ham. He left, went back, won them the European trophy. It just feels a little bit safe, and it feels a bit like maybe different issues. But like when FSG first come in and they got rid of Roy Hodgson, they went to Kenny Dalglish. It's someone that the fans are going to get behind straight away. There's going to be no animosity towards them. Now listen, Kenny Dalglish has done more for Liverpool than David Moyes will ever do for Everton. I understand that. But I mean more in terms of a character. It's a familiar face, steady Eddie, not going to rock the boat. The fans are going to be happy with it. So my guess is, listen, he signed a couple of years contract. It feels like the Fragen group have gone to Everton, trying to steady the ship, and then they'll see where they go from there. I don't think he's going to be there for Everton for a long time, David Moyes, but they need someone who can keep them up, get the fans on side. And actually, Moyes' teams will be a bit more attacking than the Sean Dyche team, I think it's fair to say. So I think he's a decent manager, so fair enough. I think he's, I agree, it's a bit of a boring one, but I do see the logic behind it. They're not really rocking the boat, are they? Right, any more stuff in the chat? Okay, nice. Guru says, Steve, my brother, will it be cocaine and hookers tonight if we win 12-0? It's cocaine and hookers every Saturday night, mate. It's a Saturday night, of course. That's what it's going to be. So yeah, we could lose 12-0, and we'll have a good sesh tonight. That's a lie. That's an absolute lie. It won't. It'll be hot chocolate and watching the Masked Singer with my kids. That's what tonight's. That's what I'm doing tonight. If truth be told, no matter what happens, either way. Adam, do you think Chiesa being on the bench is a message to say he's going? No, I don't. I don't think he is going. He might go in the summer. I don't know. It might just not have worked out for him. I don't think that's the case at all, mate, to be honest with you, if I'm honest with you. So no, I don't think that's the case. Colin says, why isn't Bradley playing? I think it's a minutes thing, Col. He played an hour in the week. I reckon him and Trent will split time today. And then we'll see what that means for the weekend. I wouldn't be surprised if Trent does 45 minutes, Bradley does 45. In the League Cup game, Alexander-Arnold started and came off at half-time, so wouldn't be completely shocked if that happens again here. So yeah, I think it's more that. I think didn't the Tyler Morton end up at right back in that one at one point as well? So I don't think I wouldn't read too much into it, if truth be told, mate. Right, bit harsh. Rio playing over Chiesa, even though Rio is a massive prospect. And yeah, and Errol did say that, Adam, before. Listen, what I would say is that Rio's playing on the left. We might see Chiesa at some point playing on the right and as a 10. I think it's hard to know up until we see at full time. We'll know more about it, I guess. But I think it's more a positional thing. And also, I do believe there's a little bit of PR in this one as well, buddy, in that Liverpool have just poached this lad from Chelsea, effectively, and I mean that in the most endearing of manners. It's nice that if you play him now, and next time you're looking to maybe poach another player from another club, if you can say, listen, we brought this kid in from Chelsea where he was never going to get a sniff of it, and now he's the second youngest player in the history of Liverpool Football Club. I think that's a nice model. Liverpool have done this in the past. They brought someone in, like a Jerome Sinclair, for example. He is the youngest, played him a little bit, didn't really get a look in elsewhere, but I think Jürgen was often do this, was play someone really early, like a Ben Doak. It's a little reward and a nice one for joining us, but it's also a message for when you're trying to recruit further youngsters. Listen, there's a pathway to Liverpool's first team here. Rio hasn't even played under 21s footy. He's effectively gone 18's first team. I think there's a little bit of that in it as well. I think that sometimes there is a little bit of PR in it. So a little bit of that as well. I don't think it really impacts Chiesa, if truth be told. Thanks for the super chat from David, LFC96. David supports the show and the watch-alongs every week. It's much appreciated, mate. Thank you very much indeed. Morning, Steve. Morning, Dave. Hopefully the early start means early goals and an easy win. I'm going for 4-0 win. You'll never walk alone. Listen, it is super early. I was eating my breakfast and then realised I had to go to work at one point. I drove here and it was like a very Liverpool Saturday morning. 12:15 is pretty early. It's going to be a cold Anfield. I wouldn't be expecting the greatest atmosphere at all times, if truth be told, for you as well. But yeah, I think Liverpool's team is stronger than I initially thought it was going to be when the draw was made. I thought there was going to be plenty of kids in this team, and there's not really. There's one, real youngster on the left wing. Everyone else is a fringe first team player. And then there's a bit of youth on the bench, but again, it's really only Inyoni McConnell and Jayden Dans. It's a very senior Liverpool squad, even without some of the biggest of big guns. So I agree. It feels like it's a more comfortable tie than, for example, when Liverpool, They drew with Plymouth 2017, 2016 they drew with Exeter, and that was a very changed team and a very young team. This Liverpool team feels further advanced than that one, so I would hope that you're right. That there aren't too many shocks today, but listen, you never know. You absolutely never know. It's Crossbow with the super chat. Big chance for Tyler Morton today. Hope he does well. Yeah, Tyler hasn't really let Liverpool down. He hasn't. Whenever he's played, he's looked really good. He's clearly a very good player. Is his future at Liverpool long term? The rumours that Liverpool were looking to sign a Zubimendi in the summer, and maybe they're going to revisit either that particular player or that particular position, suggest maybe not. But I think he's certainly shown he's a quality player. He's certainly good enough to be high level Championship. I think he's probably at a Premier League level player. So again, I think the way Tyler Morton plays the position is more what Arne Slot wants them. For example, an Endo, because Rachel says here, do you think Morton is better than Endo? Listen, that would be hard to say. That would be very disrespectful. I think for Endo to say that, I think Morton plays the position more like an Arne Slot number 6 than Endo does. I actually thought Endo was really good at centre back the last few games. He's played a lot at centre back. He's played more centre back games in his career than midfield as well, so he can do both. Endo. I think Morton's more just that a stylistic Arne Slot number 6, which is why he's in there today and why he's been kept around. I think had Zubimendi signed, we probably wouldn't see Endo we probably wouldn't see Tyler go out on loan again or maybe be sold, but he didn't, and Liverpool needs him, and he certainly needs them. He's made a fair few appearances this season, and I think he's a good player. I do think he's a good player. I think it's just different. I love Endo. I think for what Endo does, he's really good at it. I just don't think that's exactly what Arne Slot is always looking for from one of his defensive midfielders, if I'm honest with you. There's also, like I say, Stefan Bajcetic has real regulation records. He's another option when he comes back as well. So yeah, I've been impressed with Tyler Morton all season when he's played. Obviously played against Brighton, didn't he, as well in the League Cup. He played against Southampton in the FA Cup. He's been good this year. He hasn't been like spectacular. He's done a job for the team. Like I say, he went in at right back a couple of times. I'm just going to double check the numbers now. This is going to be his 4th appearance. Yeah, Southampton, Brighton, and there's another one somewhere. We come on against West Ham in the League Cup as well. So we have seen a bit of Tyler Morton in the cup competitions. I think he's a good player, but I'll be honest. I think he probably leaves Liverpool maybe in the summer now. But I think he's a good player, and he's got a lot going for him. Maybe someone like a Harry Wilson and Nico Williams, young lads who left Liverpool, but that isn't the end. That's only the start. They are now fully fledged international and Premier League players, and I think Tyler Morton, the international thing might be a step too far. Who knows? But I think he's definitely a good Premier League level player. Who else do we have in the chat then? Let's have a look at what else is going on today. Mr. J Mango, Slot's lack of rotation is going to hinder our title push. Interestingly, but he has rotated today. The lads who have played the most minutes, most of them aren't here. Not even on the bench. Salah and Van Dijk and Gravenberch had the 3 that are nowhere near it. I think the rest of them are players who've all pretty much been rotated. He's definitely rotated that fullback all the time. He only stopped doing that when there were injuries. It was very much a timeshare between Tsimikas and Robertson, and a bit between Alexander-Arnold and between Conor Bradley as well. McAllister is only on the bench. I would like to hope that he doesn't get on. He's another one. So I think he does rotate more than people suggest. But he does have a spine of a team in Alisson when he's fit. Alisson, Van Dijk, Gravenberch, Salah, and I'd probably say Alexis McAllister. In that, they're his core 5 who play most of the time, and then he kind of goes around the edges with the rest. So maybe it's that. But yeah, I mean, he has rotated. He's certainly rotated in the League Cup so far up until the semi-final. So I think he has rotated a bit, if truth be told. Yeah, Harrison says Chiesa might get 45 in the second half. I think we need to relax. Yeah, I would tend to agree. Do you think we should buy a fullback in this window, says Jacob? I've always said, it depends who it is. If you can get someone who's better than what you've got, then yeah. I wouldn't just buy one for the sake of it. And that isn't easy. Liverpool have got some high-level players. Like, Andy Robbo's on the decline, but like, I've heard lots of that, but like, I think it's still very difficult to go in January to buy someone who's automatically that much better than Andy Robertson. And I do think, listen, I don't think Robbo's had a good season. I think we make it sound easier than it is to just go and get players, but I have always said, if a better player than what you've got in your team is available, go and buy them, of course. Why would you never do that? But if you can't, then I wouldn't just panic buy somebody for the sake of it. If truth be told, that's kind of where I'm at. A man with no name, nice. Lads, what channel's the game on? ITV, if you're in the UK, pal. There you go. Ben says, what's the Accrington team? Am I right in saying it's on the bottom, Joe? It's not. Okay, I apologise. I will get you the Accrington team then, Paul. The Accrington team for it's here you go. It's on the screen now, I think. Krellin, Love, or Rawson, Wally, Woods, Kabeni, Martin, Walton, the other Woods, Josh Woods, and Hunter, of course, as well. So some Scouse lads in the house. You want to come in? Right then. Yes, Errol is nearly here. Come on, just sit down. I'll sit down. I'll go to a little break and then we'll change over. So yeah, thanks everyone. That was the fan interactive part of the show. We'll be back with the full watch along in a minute. In the meantime, and I hope I'm teeing this up right, I think you're about to see a clip of Dan talking to the Accrington Stanley manager. Fingers crossed.
You got any special plans? Has it been difficult to sort of analyse Liverpool in the same way that you'd analyse week-to-week opposition, or...?
I don't think it's been difficult, no, because they play 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3, whichever way you want to see it. The movements and patterns of play are similar to other teams, but they're world-class players. So what they actually can do is execute what they're trying to do, and they can do it more consistently. So you can see weaknesses within anyone's system, but it's what you do when you get the ball. And, hopefully when we do get them chances, if we do get them chances, that we can exploit that.
Yeah, definitely. Any special plans for Mo Salah if he plays, or...?
Well, yeah, double up and treble up on him down the side. So, but he's an unbelievable, and hope, yeah, and praise. But he's an unbelievable talent, isn't he? So we know the size of the task. You touched on it yourself before. So we'll go. We want to just go and enjoy everything, but at the same time, as I said, we want to be competitive, and we want to give the best versions of ourselves as individuals and a team and a club.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and just as you mentioned the club there, like, again, take the players, take yourself, take all the emotion out of it. Like, just in terms of what it means to the football club to be playing this game in front of the TV, obviously, decent kick-off time at Anfield. Like, it's really special. What the FA Cup's all about, ultimately, as well.
Well, it's the magic of the cup. I think I was talking to someone earlier on about as a kid growing up, and you'd see the two teams in separate hotels, and then you'd follow them on the coach and the travel to Wembley, and it was magical for me as a kid, and I'm sure it is now with the excitement this week. And the lads can't wait to get there and go and do it. And for the town, for the supporters, I don't know how many years it's been, 60 odd years since they actually played Liverpool, and to wait all that time to get to now to go play them come this weekend is it's something for the fans that they can't wait. There's all sorts of coaches going from here, there and everywhere, and I just wish some of them would turn up here as well.
Well, Accrington will be deserted the weekend, won't it? Well, it'll be in Liverpool.
Yeah, that's it. But do you know what? I just want them to enjoy the day for what it is, and we'll see. We'll give the best version of ourselves, and hopefully see where that takes us, because you just don't know, do you?
Welcome back. Yes, it was Dan. I got that right, didn't I? For a second there, I was thinking, I hope this is the right clip, because if it's not, then we're in... well, I'll have made a fool of myself, but I'm sure Joe would have covered me up anyway. So yeah, we got invited to Accrington Stanley for the media day, which is fantastic. Dan on the pitch, he spoke to some of the players as well. I think he spoke to Liam Coyle, who I think's on the bench, and right in saying Josh Woods was in the team, and as well as John Doolan, of course, the manager there. You looking forward to this one? Okay, it always feels one of these where it feels chill, and hopefully things go well. We've seen FA Cup giant killings in the past, and we're hoping we're not going to get one here, but I'm hoping for a nice relaxing Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like high stakes. I can't imagine it to be high octane football either, and I'm actually quite glad for that, if I'm being honest with you, because it is ridiculously early to be playing FA Cup games, but that's just the way that the look of the draw's been for us so far this season. We are usually accustomed to seeing at least some sort of Premier League opposition, so the cup has been kind to us, but it still means that Liverpool have got a job to do at the end of the day. And these lads that are putting on the shirt for Accrington are going to be absolutely up for it. They're going to be buzzing, and they'll want to try and stay in the game, make it as competitive as possible for as long as possible. And from a Liverpool's perspective, we want to, I don't want to break hearts, but we want to discourage them from feeling that they're going to get anything from the game as soon as possible. And you don't want it to be a fiery affair. You don't want it to be all guns blazing from their perspective of things. And, you know, we could do with obviously being able to make a good level of wholesale changes in order to get some other lads opportunities and get some other people players minutes on the bench, off the bench as well. So I'm looking forward to it. Did a few did a few additions that we might not have been expecting, or some people were expecting, but it's just nice, you know, big game for young Rio. I can't imagine Trent to play the full 90. It's a big opportunity for Harvey Elliott to come back into the squad. Tyler Morton as well, to show that he's capable of being a reliable squad player. So there's plenty of positives for us to kind of keep our eye on as the course of the game goes on. But I am just expecting Liverpool to just I don't want to say steamroll them, because I don't want to be cocky and arrogant in that respect, but
show your class.
Yeah.
With all due respect.
Yeah, just show our class, yeah.
There's a reason like they're in the lower end of the league too. And listen, good lads and fair play, like they're all having good careers. Someone like a John, I love Accrington Stanley because it provides a lot of Scouse lads, Accrington, a future if they are released from an Everton or a Liverpool or whatever. I know a lot of players do go to Accrington and get themselves back into the game, so it provides a lot of,
it's a good pathway.
Yeah, like say Josh and Liam are two examples of lads who are still in the professional game because of Accrington. So I'm made up that they're getting this tie as well. I'm fantastic for them. Do you want to feel old?
Go ahead. I don't, but go ahead. I know what you're going to say. Go on.
Rio.
I left him when he was born.
No. So Rio Gamoa, guess what was the number one in the chart when the day that Rio Gamoa was born?
Don't even want. Sort of by Akon or something. It was what?
I Kissed the Girl by Katy Perry. And that doesn't feel like that old of a song.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, them times I was trying them things in school. You know what I mean? Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Wow.
I'd finished. I was schoolmate. What was it?
2008. That was the year I left.
I think I'd 2008. That's crazy.
It's like gym class hero times and all that kind of stuff.
I think that might be the year I graduated from university.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I Kissed the Girl by Katy Perry, number one, and now he's playing for Liverpool.
Yeah.
Absolute banana.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's where we go.
Fair play. Good on him.
Yeah. So last day, by the way, is John Diogo Scouse, the manager. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he definitely. There's a lot of Scouse connections with
It's only up the road.
Yeah, with Accrington. It is. It's down. It's literally
40 minutes
towards
away.
Manchester ways, and the Accrington survive a lot by taking young players who are released by. Like, there's a lot of clubs around this area. And
Blackburn, Burnley,
the two
Liverpool,
Manchester
clubs,
yeah.
Everton.
Yeah.
There's a whole host. The Northwest, man. Come on. We when it comes to talent, I don't think they're the better feeders of football and talent in the footballing pyramid than the Northwest. No matter at what level you play, the talent levels. Have you seen the new format for this Ballers League? Have you heard about that? Yeah. They've obviously done a cohort in London in the south. Boo. And then they're doing a cohort from the north of Manchester to do trials. And I shit you not, the Manchester cohort is going to wipe the floor with the London lads. I'm getting it here first because I back the talent that we've got up in the northwest.
It's a hotbed of talent. Yeah, I'm made up for some of these Accrington lads. Some of them, like, I hope Liam gets on. Liam is on the bench. He's Liam Cole. Like the manager's
just said then
he might get him
he couldn't play anybody out of sentiment. They've got to come and do a professional job. But he's a quality player, and he imagines that he'll get minutes in this game.
He sits on the cop. He's given his ticket up for this game because he's playing in it. Like, fantastic, absolutely fantastic.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, yeah. Any news on Canate? No, we don't know that. It is a slight concern. Would you agree?
Very much so. Yeah.
Don't know what it is, but you always fear the worst, don't you?
Yeah.
You hear hooves and you think zebra rather than horses. Sometimes, like you should just think.
It's like buffaloes. That's what I mean. It's just gonna get rammed into the ground.
It's January. There's been an illness bug. We should just think, yeah, he's ill.
Yeah, that for me, that would explain it all, and I'd be like, I can live with that.
And I hope that's right.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, you're just a little bit under the weather. Boom.
Yeah,
that's fine. Like you'll be back up to full speed in no time.
Hopefully,
got the man flu. Ebu's got the man flu.
We hope.
We're open. Praying.
That's hoping what it is, yeah.
Please.
Because you only play like 5 minutes in midweek, so I don't know. Hopefully, yeah, so we don't know is the honest answer. Right, then moving on. Mr. Blicky OT says, what's Train Yoni like? I'm not familiar with some of the academy lads.
Tidy.
He's the best young player we've got, I think.
Yes.
Currently at the club right now. There's a few out on loan who I think maybe would argue. I think Lewis Kumas especially. Ben Doak, we know, listen to the Premier League team sniffing around him for £20 million.
And the rest of the change.
So, but I'm talking like of this crop here, I think he's the best. I think he's really, really good. I spoke to him in America, mate. I said this to him, he's a kid. He's such a young lad. He's very, very young, but he plays like he's not, if that makes sense. And again, he's another one. Liverpool took him from another team. They took him from Leicester. Liverpool are, and right or wrong, the rules allow you to do that. So Liverpool are going to keep trying to take advantage of it. He's a very tidy player. He reminds me, I'm trying to think that he's a very much a ball-playing midfielder, but he gets about a fair bit as well. So I can't think off the top of my head who he reminds me of the most. I'd say probably of the Liverpool team, someone like more the Harvey Elliott, Curtis Jones type of midfielder, more so than
I think he's more of a halfway between a Szoboszlai and a Curtis Jones.
Yeah, maybe something. I don't think. Yeah, and he's really small. That's he's slight at the minute. So, but I think he's a good player. Rio Gamoa, I've only seen bits of him. He is, again, you go back to, he is raw. He's 16, but what he's got is pace to burn and a confidence, and he just wants to beat players. He just wants, that's
give him the ball and watch what he'll do.
Yeah. Whoever's playing right back for Accrington,
good luck,
is going to have physicality wise, they'll back themselves. But Gamoa, remember,
don't give him a yard of pace on you, because
I think people who see him for the first time, it was a bit like when we first saw Ben Doak, and you're like, oh, okay. You think,
explosive.
But it's raw.
Yeah,
He's 16, of course, but that kid who was in your school, who was the best player by a country mile, Rio Gamoa was like 20 times better than him. That's because he's sick. That's how good it is to play for Liverpool in any game when you are 16 years old is a joke. Now again, you've got to go on and you've got to continue that and you've got to work at it and you've got to develop. This is nothing. Like Jerome Sinclair, we all would have said the same about him when he is the youngest player, and it hasn't quite worked for Jerome.
Rio will, for people that, like as I say, don't know and haven't really with the academy, I liken him to a young Sterling. Like when Sterling burst on that scene and was really explosive, and when we liked Sterling as well, bear in mind as Liverpool fans, and we touted him as the next up and coming, and we seen the potential in him and the way he broke into that Liverpool team around 12 and 13, 14. That is kind of the raw quality that hopefully Rio kind of can emulate for his Liverpool career in the next couple of seasons, certainly.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's certainly. There's a reason Liverpool want him, and there's a reason Chelsea were absolutely furious that Liverpool took him as well.
But let's face it, right?
The game's the game.
well, there's that. The game is the game, 100%. Would he be starting in the third round of the FA Cup for Maresca's Chelsea side right now?
And you're
probably not. Do you know what I mean? And that was the conversations that would have been happening with him and his family last year. There is a pathway for you to get first team football if you continue in the trajectory that you're going. And he backed himself. And you've got to rate it from a young lad to turn around and be like, leave everything he's ever known, leave that environment, leave his home city, have to travel and move away with family or whatever he's had to do to be in the Northwest now. He's backed himself, he's worked hard, he's continued, he's impressed, and now he's being rewarded for that as well. So big up him, star boy in the making. Let's go.
I'm right in saying this might be a name that some people remember olden days. He's Donald Love. Donald Love. He used to play for Man United. He's playing right back for Accrington today. So like Accrington tends to do, he's a lad, Donald Love. He came through the United team a long time ago now. He made his debut in 2013, I think, for Man United. He's been around the block. He's been at Salford City as well. He's a 30-year-old right back who's been there around the league for a long time. It's going to be him against Rio, so we'll see how that all pans out. Yeah, youngster against an experienced pro battle hardened, played all Morecambe and Salford. He's been around Sunderland. He's been there, done it. It's an interesting one, absolutely right. Then only a couple of minutes to go until kick-off, so we're going to go to a very quick break in a second. Before we do so, very very quickly, press the like button. Let me know what time it is, where you're watching. Let us know your score prediction, and of course where you're watching from. We'll be back with the watch-along in about a minute. See you in a sec.
Hello over there, just wanted to tell you what you could win if you were in our Club Legend prize draw for January. This is a biggie. We're starting the new year off with a bang. It's this, a signed Liverpool shirt signed by Ian Callaghan, proper Liverpool royalty, the record appearance maker for the Reds. 857 appearances he made. Not all in this shirt, you'll be glad to know, but if you want to get yourself a chance of winning this, head to redmenplus.com, sign up as a club legend or upgrade your existing subscription and you might just be the lucky winner.
Welcome back. You caught me mid-sweet, so I'm just going to ask you to talk for a second.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Enjoy. We've got the Haribos. You know the settings. If you've been around the Redmen studio with us when me and Steve do a watch along, we'll always have a few sweets and a few goodies. But now is the time, just before we kick off. Let's see where a couple of you guys are logging in from today. We've got RJ677. You never walk alone from Sydney, Australia. Big up you. It must be, is it late? I was going to say it must be early, but it's late. Yeah, because Derek 3-0 LFC Geelong, Australia at 11:13 p.m. We've got Don Corleone, the Don himself from the Mafia. He's there from China checking in. Where else? We've got Reds all over the world. We've got Alan Jones 4-0. Going for 4-0 like myself. Good man, Alan. He says Liverpool win 4-0 coming in from Canada. Yeah, the Plough says the Accrington players were touching the side there. Yeah, fair play to them. That is one for the memory bank there as well. Proto Dues from Singapore. Butchering names as we do. Where else have we got?
Misty's in Wallington. Down the road.
Wellington, so you're halfway between Accrington and Liverpool there.
IKEA vibes.
Yeah, man, happy days. We've got Janet
IKEA
Clark.
and roundabouts.
Yeah, plenty of. We've got Janet Clark coming in from the Philippines. We've got Clint Matthews going for the 2-1. Jake Sutcliffe says the snack check. Yeah, we got some mini chocolate from Cadbury's. We got some Haribo Sparks. The Sparks are good. They're a little staple favourite of mine at the moment.
They're good. They are. I'm on the water, I'll be honest, today as well. Errol's got a little Ribena. Sugar-free
things. Dickie Uri Red says, hey, Steve, Errol, and the Redmen crew, and the chat. Giving a big wave. William Rigby was watching from Aylwood. Yeah, so down the road, 3-1. 7:15 a.m. in Boston there, the Nines. Big up all of the Reds all over the world. You never walk alone, and we are moments away from kickoff.
Here we go, we're underway. Accrington Stanley in their blue kit, kicking towards the Kop in the first half. And their first long ball goes straight out to play. The big lad trying to get up against Kostas Timikas over at the left back position, but just got too much on his header. So let's have a little song. Yeah. Let's have a little sing.
Blues and Reds. There is the young man there. What number is he? What number is Rio?
76.
76.
Or 73 is that?
73.
Yeah.
73. Okay. Keep an eye on 73 then, ladies and gentlemen, on your screen there. The bottom part of your screen. As the ball's played into the channel there, and it's Endo there now having to use his strength against the experience. I imagine is that their striker there. He's gone out for a goal kick.
I think it was Tony Walton. Sorry, Tyler Walton. He's middle 26, 27.
Okay.
He's playing on the different side. Actually, I thought he might have played left wing, but it looks like they've done something different. He looks like he might be playing more up front. It almost like a 4-4-2. Like a little box, doesn't it? Yeah, a little 4-4-2, which is maybe slightly different than what we were expecting. As Quivin Callagher gets his kick on the ball.
Looks like Jarrell's going over by Trent's side and Quan's Endo.
Even Sean Wally's really high up the pitch. Yeah, maybe that's just while they're trying to press. But Liverpool have played out of it. And here's Darwin Núñez's first touch. Lays it off inside. Just played it. Harvey Elliott couldn't really take it into his stride. But Trent helped win it back. And it's going to be a throw-in for Liverpool. Yeah, Liverpool just want to get the ball on the deck. A few early passes. Try and play around the Accrington side. I like that. My guy there in the blue with the braids. He knew today was a big day. He knew there was going to be millions of people watching. He was like, yeah, I've got to get my hair done. Why not?
Like, I've just got to get it done. And that ball's gone long. Over the top. Szoboszlai chasing.
Defender
comes across.
He's got more my haircuts.
He might have shined it though for the big occasion.
Yeah, Ferran Rawson. He looks a bit more like me than any blue braids. Yeah, he might have got a shave for the occasion. Here's the first touch for Rio. Gamoa tackled out of play.
Rachel Todd
what a moment.
From Formby goes with a 6-0. These lads look game. It's just a game of footy after all. Like boom, it's.
I feel that you fill your boots.
Yeah, fill your boots.
The Accrington team is definitely. They usually, play more of a 4, or they have been playing 4-2-3-1. This looks like they've made a couple of changes to their lineup, so we'll keep an eye on that one because it's Wally and Walton kind of up front, and it's like a 3 behind them. That's what, I thought Josh Woods was going to play. Centre forward, but he's not. Interesting that
he spoke earlier about being able to do the basics and getting the basics right.
It's like almost like a 4-3-1-2 kind of thing from Accrington. Anyway. They're not there just yet. Because at the minute, Josh Woods, he looks like he's playing like left back of a 5.
Good ball. All the way over to
Rio. First little dancing around the box. He's looking for
I'm just giddy thinking, what's he going to do?
Timikas crosses in.
Not a bad ball.
And it's cleared.
Dealt with. It's Liverpool there again. Since the Kwanzaa steps up there now, and
it's very interesting.
Endo's in a foot race.
It's very
He's
interesting.
got to win that battle. It's a foul.
Josh Wood usually plays centre forward for them, and it looks like he's playing like right back. That's a big change for someone to
Get that there. Was that Walton there? 23.
Yeah.
Puts 2 hands on the back of Endo. Over eager, really. Didn't have to. Probably, if it would have been me, I'd probably just wanted to stand Endo up there.
Let him do something.
Yeah, let him try and do something with it out of that position.
Yeah, Accrington, like I say, they've definitely got they've done a tactical tweak. It's definitely different than what we were expecting. Yeah, Josh could have told us that he was playing right back when we spoke to him the other day. He didn't.
He's not going to give the whole team any advantage, is he? We're the ops, bro. He doesn't care about us.
Respect, but no.
Yeah, the game's the game.
He's kind of moved into midfield now, to be fair, so yeah, interesting.
Maybe he's got a free roll.
Yeah,
just do what you want, lad.
The Trent roll, like the invert and stuff. They are, to be fair to them, they're not deep, are they? They're high up the pitch. 5 in shot at the moment, just gone into 4. Yeah. 5 they're
again.
Not pressing, but they're trying to cut off the passing
lanes. Yeah. But again, it comes back to the instructions that they've been given to try and do
long,
the
trying
basics.
To Szoboszlai, he was in as well, but the ball was overhit, and it goes straight through to Krellin in the goal. He was in there.
He's got a little hairband on there.
He's growing.
Yeah, he's growing the hair a little bit. Okay.
I'll tell you what, mate, that was a poor pass because he was in.
Yeah,
and it wasn't that difficult of a pass to make either.
The kicking.
Keeper's kick was a bit iffy, and Liverpool got it back with Alexander-Arnold.
Captain for the day.
Absolutely. Inside to Tyler Morton, out to Endo, out to Costas. And Liverpool going to try and build up from there. They're very compact. They've got a high line as well. This is unusual for a team to come to Liverpool, a League 2 team to come and push it in like this. That's interesting. Look at the high line they're playing. I mean, you'd hope that someone could just dink in behind that. Liverpool have got pace up front, you know, with Nunez, Rio. Especially here goes Rio on his first little run across the pitch. Does well.
He does well, does enough, keeps hold of it.
That's his game. He likes to pass it, run him. So he likes to dribble more than pass.
Just fine.
Jota's little dummy.
Yeah, he probably should have put his foot.
It's a very brave tactic from Accrington, this, isn't it? Ted's kept that in.
No risk, no reward, though.
Usually, you'd think a team would.
Yeah, but you're just inviting pressure, though. You know, away. You might do that at home when you've got your home crowd backing you and giving you that extra little bit of gusto. But at an away ground, if you're just going to sit that deep and just ask for punishment from the first whistle, you're almost asking Liverpool to just swamp you. And this is what we was expecting, those little runs.
Dribbles past one, crunching tackle.
Wasn't expecting anything else from these lads if he got up to full speed. Simicast now on the ball.
It is very much like a back 5 at times for Accrington when Liverpool attack. Josh Woods fills in at like right wing back. Here's Harvey Elliott, right hand side. First chance to have a little dance. Cuts back though.
Liverpool being very narrow.
A little tactical battle, just trying to figure out exactly what's going on. As Endo just wins the ball back.
It's a free kick.
No, it's not. He
won the ball, okay. That's Harvey Elliott. He's going to spray it. Switches it out towards Simicast. Opens it up. Simicast is looking for the angle for the ball towards the back
Elliott
post.
Gets there!
Oh! Is that a chance for Darwin there? Is he just behind him? Just a little bit behind him? He laughs it off.
Elliott pulls it back, but I think it was just behind Nunez. He had to kind of contort to get his head towards it, but it was a good ball by Costas. It's a good pull back by Elliott. Yeah, it's behind Darwin, and he has to kind of readjust. There's not much you can do about that, really.
No, there's not. The ball hits him more than him. Yeah. Close. But yeah.
That's hard. I don't think that's a big chance, really. He was facing the wrong way for a start. It kind of was pulled back a bit too far. Accrington go long, go straight through to Liverpool's goalie. Enjoyable little 7 minutes, yeah. I'm enjoying it. There must be a long ball on once or twice. If they're that high, back yourself to stay on side and just dink it over the top of them.
Well, Nunez is coming in a little bit deep.
But then Jota can make the run, that's fine. Yeah. But if they're going to cut off the passing lanes and be that compact, you back yourself. Listen, Liverpool should be able to play through them. But you would think that there's a bit of space in behind them to just dink it into at some point. Szoboszlai should have been in before. I think it was Kwanzaa's pass, was just a bit overhit. I think Endo's looking for that now, it just isn't on. Because they are so compact.
There it was again.
Kwanzaa's just going to run with it, which isn't the worst.
But he's lost it there, and he's miles out of position now. And it was Szoboszlai that had kind of pressed the trigger to go and make that run again.
Second chance at kicking, and again he's made a bit of a fluff of it. Something to keep an eye on. Maybe a bit and you'd understand if he's nervous, but he's had 2 kicks now and he's got both of them. wrong, thankfully, for him. His teammate bailed him out. Here's his third chance. He just webs that one, or he just webs that one off the pitch. But again, even that's overhit now. Having under hit too, he's probably thought, yeah, can't do that again.
Overcook it.
And just overcooks it, yeah. And Liverpool, Queen Keller and Endo weren't quite on the same page, and here comes the Accrington press. That's an interesting ball by Costas.
On his right foot as well. That was not what I was expecting to see.
It's worked out though. Liverpool just about got out of it, have they? Yeah, nice by Elliott.
Just runs into trouble.
There was a foul on Elliott.
Anyway, okay, Liverpool get away with one there really because the ref just ran into Tyler Morton, but there is that ball over the top.
It was in as well. Again, another chance Liverpool to get the long ball right. And Jota wasn't happy with that one. Who played the pass? Was it Elliott?
I'm not 100% sure, to be honest with you. I was looking at Tyler Morton and the referee getting tangled into each other.
Yeah, it wasn't that. Again, it wasn't that difficult to ball, but it was straight out of play.
$2,000 of yous watching.
Press that like button, folks.
Some sleepyheads in this chat this morning, let me tell you. Because them likes, the math ain't mathing, yo. Rio. Oh, nice little feint. Keeps hold of the ball. No jink. Oh,
he's fouled,
tries to play the 1-2 there.
He looked fouled to me.
He looked like he was fouled.
The
crowd are asking for it. It stays in, apparently.
Endo's done well with that. A couple of times he's been asked to mop up and is...
just tidy. Haven't had to really do anything. No need to overexert himself. Gumoa.
Right, nearly 10 minutes gone. Still 0-0. At Anfield. It's been all Liverpool, but that really creating too much, to be honest with you. It's been a bit of a finding out mission so far.
Someone said don't call him Sleepyhead 4 Eyes. Hey, no name calling, yo.
Hey, yeah, yo. Be nice.
Play nice. Not my fault, I'm blind.
You know when you're kidding, when you say if you do it too much, it makes you go blind.
Do what?
Poster boy for that. Is that too X-rated a joke for 12:25 on a Saturday morning afternoon?
We've been there. We've done it.
You'd expect nothing less.
Yeah, come up. Goal machine says big up, lad. Big up you, the goal machine. I'm hoping for goals today.
That's Again, I think Liverpool could do. And I know it's really agriculture today, but there's definitely a long ball in behind that defence. If someone can time the run, Liverpool are just trying to knock it around and find space, which I don't blame them for. But at some point, I think that it is on for somebody. Do you like ones that urges Costas to get forward to give him an angle? Oh, again, I keep mentioning they're so compact. There you go. Szoboszlai plays it over the top. Jota runs in behind. Or comes across, but Jota plays it back. That was the ball. It's on every time. Out to Szoboszlai, plays it inside.
First time.
He was looking for Alexander Arnold, didn't get there. Accrington, can they look at a break?
Endo's position is perfect.
Just fantastic again. Because that's the outball for them. Sean Wally looks like he's almost cheating and staying up the pitch, looking for any counter-attack, but Endo's dealt with it like 3 or 4 times now.
Carbonard says these jokes ain't alike.
Nice.
There we go. There's Rio again now.
He's just off.
He's just off.
See you later.
And he plays the ball over to Costas. Costas got a chance to get... Oh, he just does a little
shimmy inside. Too much now. He's kept over. Timakash, edge of the box. Szoboszlai, dummies it.
Lovely.
Alexander
Arnold.
Oh,
it's a great save. Darwin!
Over the bar.
Expect nothing fucking close.
That was such a good move.
Why is my man not composed? Like everybody else is fucking scrapping and like losing the shit. And Darwin has the chance to just show a little bit of composure and just slot it into the bottom of the corner or something. Like, it's a great dummy. Centre as well, it's a great save. Just a little bit of composure. They're all flying at it. They all want to block you. I don't want to be too harsh on him. It's the first chance he's had this game, but come on, lad.
It kind of falls off the boot to Nunes. He flicks it up to himself. He just gets under it on the edge. Like you say, lack of technique, really. Good save by Krellin, by the way, with his feet. I think he was at Everton. I think I remember doing, when I was reading the other day, I think he used to play for Everton back in the day. Blue nose. I don't know if he's a blue nose or what, but he's looked a bit dodgy with actually kicking him with his feet, but he makes a good save. It was a good move on the pillow.
It was.
The dummy by
Szoboszlai was nice.
By Sob onto Trent's shot was really good.
Yeah. Jonty says
it all started on me, but again with a long ball. I mean, that's a fall from Quanzo looking for.
Jonty says I'm liking the hybrid centre half that is Endo at the moment. Yeah. One thing that I have to reserve a little bit of is the pace, but provided we don't get caught out with someone being rapid. I think his reading of the game is going to be pretty spot on. Yeah.
Throw in for Accrington Stanley, flicked on. First real chance they had the ball in Liverpool's half.
And they're going to go for it now. They're down that left
Wally,
wing.
left wing. There's men in the box. If he can find his cross, he cuts inside.
He cuts inside, he does well.
Goes for the back post. Liverpool defender gets a head on it, across goal.
There's nobody there, but Liverpool deal with it.
First real chance for Accrington Stanley to get an attack.
That's a bit of sign of encouragement there for them. It took them 13 minutes, but they've dug in. They've stayed disciplined. They get the ball into the box. They stick it up towards the back post.
It was Josh Wood who nods it back across goal, but there was no one there.
Certainly. Love. Just tries to play the cute pass.
Goes back to Kelleher, and he goes long. I think he had to, even under pressure. Can Elliott win this physical battle? No, he doesn't. Well,
Jota's
won the seconds. And the space for Elliott to play into.
There we go.
Give it to him. Here's Harvey Elliott.
Good touch. Go on, Rio. Get yourself in there. Go on, Rio.
Rio, back post. Shoot. He gets it all wrong. It almost goes out for a throw-in. That Harvey Elliott keeps in.
Just about.
Yeah,
I don't think he was I think there was a bit of a breakdown in communication.
The ball again by Harvey.
Between him and Darwin, and it's just in front of him in a flash there.
Yeah, he got a shot all wrong there, didn't he? Maybe the nerves, his eyes lit up, did young Rio on the back post, but Elliott had to stop it going for
I like the way that Elliott looked for him, though. Seen him open, seen him free. It was a good ball, wasn't it? And Liverpool, see, Diogo's getting more. I think this is why he's probably played him in that 10, just to get him more involved in the game. It's so difficult being a little bit of a fringe player, playing in that 9. You end up doing a bit of a graveyard shift. But Jota does have some good ball playing qualities, so it's over on that side now. Right side, there's Jota again. Yeah, he's just pressed off the ball ever so slightly. Liverpool have got it back on the halfway line with Endo. Plays it into Szoboszlai. Liverpool could do it up in a tempo slightly here. Just forces him a little bit wide, but Rio again. Gumoa. Dribbles past one. Tries to take on
Go on,
two.
Rio.
Keep going.
Go on,
and lays it off to Szoboszlai.
He's got quick feet, hasn't he?
He's rapid,
down
bro.
the line to Tsimikas.
And it's going to be a corner. That's good. That's good play. That from the young 16-year-old there as well. It's his hard work. Look at him. Bro, he's a proper baby face. Proper baby face, though. Just like the step overs. Yo. Bro. Arden Baldwin says, hello, I'm new here. Nice to meet you. We're not new here, but this is what we do.
Been in a while. Szoboszlai's corner goes in, headed clear. Should be. Is he going to keep it in? Szoboszlai? He does. He's going to get a little second bite at the cherry. And it comes again. No, he cuts inside.
He skips. Hey, come on.
Probably should be a booking.
No, don't book him for that.
You're not going to. Szoboszlai chops back.
In it.
He just steps across him and then grabs his shirt. Szoboszlai buys the foul a little bit.
He feels it. That's so professional, though, isn't it? Like, the game's a game. Liverpool's men all approaching the box. Rio's just staying wide. He's holding that whip there for Liverpool on that left-hand side. Harvey completely over on the opposite side there on the right. It looks like it's going to be Kostas to put the ball into the box. Does he play a little short one and try and get Rio in behind? Nope. It's going to go all the way in.
Deep, too deep. Corner for Liverpool.
And it's going to be a corner anyway.
To be honest, a little bit more composure by Martin at the back post. I don't think he needed to concede that corner. There was no one there. I think he just needed a shout. But Kostas is going to go over and take it anyway.
David Hunt says, lads, do you think Chelsea doesn't exist? Is he a myth? I think he means Chiesa. And if that's what he means, then yeah, I don't think he exists. He's a hologram. Fictional. Stevie, Thailand, 7:30 p.m.
Shout out, Steve.
Big up you.
Kostas Tsimikas then. Corner near post. Headed clear again. As far as Morton. He nods it back to Kostas, and Liverpool are going to rebuild with Harvey Elliott from deep. Plays a ball round the corner for Nunes to chase him in. He's just put him in the corner flag, though. Nunes against Rawson.
David Hunt, yeah, autocorrect does dirty so much. Don't worry.
How do you pronounce Rio's last name? It's Gumoa. Gumoa.
The N silent.
Yeah.
Gumoa.
As Trent goes.
Oh, that's a great ball.
Good defending. I think it was Orr who just nipped in front of Darwin. And Accrington can look to break a little bit down their left.
Try and put a few passes together as well.
Yeah, but to be fair, they've done nicely so far. Oh no, they give it away. No, they haven't. They got away with it.
And now it's over the top as well, and they could be in. Are they going to get bodies in the box,
It's
though?
Wally, plays it across goal.
Oh,
Tsimikas nods it
does it
over.
very well.
Corner kick to Accrington.
You always say with some of these lower league teams, set pieces are going to be really big for them in games like this. Chances to create opportunities. They're going to get the first corner of the game, and we're going to see how they approach it. Do they get bodies in? It looks like they're going to get a couple of people hovering around the edge of the box
to think
crash
John
it.
Doolan and his team have done something.
That's what I'm saying.
You must have done something on set pieces, because why? You know what I mean? How else were you going to try and score? Corner comes in.
Oh!
Keller's fouled, surely. He got a hand to it, knocks it behind. I mean, he was flattened.
By Wood. Is it Wood?
Woods,
yeah.
Yeah, young Josh. Yeah, free kick given. Rightly so as well. Oh, Josh is hurt. Is he all right? I mean, he ploughed into Kevin Kelleher. Oh, no, to be fair, he kind of lands funny on him. It wasn't as bad as I first thought.
Pineapple says
so he gets, it's good goalkeeping by Kelleher. And now, you know what he does? He climbs all over Diogo Jota and then falls awkwardly.
Pineapple says, isn't it pronounced Numoa? It might be, to be fair. I don't know if it's a silent.
I think it's Gamoa, but I might be wrong. Gamoa. No.
One day we'll ask him, and then we'll come back and we'll fill you in.
Right then, still, 20 minutes gone, still 0-0. Well, 19 minutes gone. Liverpool 0. Accrington Stanley 0.
Who were they?
First one.
Wait.
More to come. Liverpool, very slow tempo as the ball goes back to Kevin Kelleher.
In this initial phase, Liverpool could probably try and up the tempo a little bit.
Yeah, trying to find Elliott, which is a good move, I think. He's gone backwards.
Well, needs to help. There needs to be better movement up top.
I think there's more case I think there's a case for a long ball from here when they are pushed up, just knocking him behind into space. It's worked a couple of times. I mean, I can't play through them because that's what Liverpool are trying to do now as Nunes cuts inside. But there's a lot of men there for Accrington. The space is definitely wide or behind.
Got to free up Trent.
Trent's coming in field. I don't think he needs to be there. I think he's better playing right back. That's where the space is. As Endo goes left to Darwin. Yeah, Darwin just comes out wide trying to find a bit of space. Does well. He's absolutely smashed into.
Yo, love. We don't love to see it, pro. I'm not going to lie. What are you doing?
He absolutely, Darwin knocked it past him. And then he smashed it into him.
Ooh, handstands on his foot for good measure. Ouch. You're probably thinking, oh, he's a thug, not a footy player. Poor Darwin.
He done well there as well. He got himself into space, beat his man, and was just absolutely
wants to play the 1-2, didn't he?
Yeah. There's young Rio Gamoa then.
That's a throw-in, sorry.
Their ball as well.
Their ball?
No.
What?
What's
Should
he
have been our ball.
Our
ball, yeah. Should have been.
Arnold Slot says, our ball. John Doolan disagrees.
Scully from Ireland. Don't know how you pronounce your first name either.
That's Owen.
Owen?
Yeah.
What? E-O-I-N is Owen.
Yeah. In Irish, yeah.
Sound. Nice one. Owen. It's an education every time.
Endo looking for a pass. Not got one. Liverpool happy to go back to the goalie. So you're going to try that one? Yeah, I'll bring it up on screen. Try my name. Says, oh, it says this person. Is it working?
I'm dyslexic, Banjano.
E-A-N-N-A. 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 What do you think that is?
Maybe like Joanna or something.
Irish names, yeah. Come back to then as young Rio goes on another little run.
Go on, what is it?
You have a guess. You haven't even guessed.
Anna. Just Anna.
There you go. Let him know if he was right.
It's just Anna, isn't it? It's got to be just Anna.
Let him know if he's right.
It's got to be. E-A-N-N-A. It's Anna. Is it?
Let's find out. I'm sure.
Anna.
I'm sure you'll be told.
Anna. What?
Anna. I thought it was.
Anna.
Yeah, Anna.
The E-A is pronounced A. Anna.
Oh, Aina. There you go.
Gosh.
Aina.
Aina.
Aina, yeah. There you go. Right then, 23 minutes in. We're trying to pronounce names, which is where we're at.
Where we're at, yeah. Ain't a day out here that I don't learn something new.
Aina.
John P says we're deflecting from this awful performance. It's fine. Yo,
chillax.
We told you that it's just gonna be relaxed vibes.
Kevin Keller's just walking out with the ball and no one's coming to press him, so he's just gonna take all day. Liverpool are just being patient.
Trent on the ball now. Liverpool just knocking it about Harvey.
Yeah,
Trent. We're just being patient, Liverpool. Biding our time.
Just having a little kick about at the moment.
Making the ball do the work as well, which is...
But I think it's always a good thing to make Accrington
do the running, yeah.
He'll pay dividends at some point. Trent gets himself into some space, fires a low daisy cutter out to the left-hand side for young Rio.
Isolates him.
He beats it one man.
Past one again. How many take-ons is this kid going to get today? Let's have a little tally in the chat. How many take-ons is young Rio?
Out to the other side. Ball comes across. It ricochets into Harvey Elliott's path. He's forced wide to Alexander-Arnold. He's going to cross, but that's deflected. Nunes wins it and carries on.
Well done. Builds up. Yeah, let me know in the chat how many take-ons is this young kid going to take today? Because he's already attempted a few quite successfully. So they're starting to tot up. Yeah, Tim says the passing is a little bit slow.
It's fine. Relax. We're good for now. I think the
Steve Irvin says thanks for the stream because we can't get it in Canada.
No, shout out. We got you covered.
We got you boxed. Yeah.
You're not missing too much.
Sunil says 18. 40-year-old Virgil says 12.
There he goes again. Here's another chance.
Another chance to do it.
He
goes back. Thinks better of it. But that's his game, innit, Steve?
Yeah, that's just, I think sometimes he needs to learn when to do it and like the purpose of doing it. But it's fun.
And I like it. It's not like system. It's not like system player. He's a maverick. He's an old school maverick in that sense, isn't he?
I'm going to try and get the ball past you, mate, and then we'll see.
And then we'll see what happens. Once I've got into the space, then we'll assess what we're going to do next. He's holding that space
deep into the box, header at goal. And it's gone for a corner kick. I think a combination of Love and Krellin kind of got in each other's way. It was a good ball from Costas. I mean, of all people winning headers at the back post, Harvey Elliott, little tiny fella, I think wins his header. Jota tries to get there, and then in the end, the goalie and fullback collide. I think if the fullback just left that, the goalie had it. But a corner behind.
Costas, outswinger, 26 minutes gone.
In it comes then Simicast's corner. Header
was it Endo that? Is that Endo?
Yeah, and it went well wide. Endo got his head to it, but miles off target.
Kyle Madden says this has got all the hallmarks of a Chiesa 1-0, yeah.
I'm not sure that was a corner. It does not come off the ball fella's knee. No, it doesn't. It was off Endo's shoulder, to be fair. He got it all wrong.
Is Endo wearing the gum shield? Yep.
Yeah, of course.
Every game.
So that's his thing. 26 minutes in then, Accrington Stanley's chairman, and he'd be delighted with what he's seen so far from his team and that they haven't conceded yet. They haven't really had a chance. Liverpool haven't threatened too much actually either. It's been a very pedestrian performance. Someone's going to have to light a spark at some point. Young Rio looks like maybe he's willing to do that, but Liverpool are being very patient. Yeah, they'll just think at some point it'll tell. If you just make Accrington run.
Yeah, how fit are they?
We haven't seen too much of Tyler Morton on the ball again because as Liverpool have tried to go wide and he's given it away there. Got lucky there. It was a poor ball.
Wasn't the best. I've liked what Endo's done in this back line so far.
Yeah, it's been good.
He
tells Charles Quanza to run up with the ball. Yeah. Nice pass in the lines. Szoboszlai gets his wrong.
Just gets kicked into his leg, and now they can opportunity for them to counter us.
Counter
attack. A little bit of a transition. They go up quick. He's kind of running into the corner.
He ran out of ideas there, didn't he? Oh, he's won a foul, has he?
He's won a foul. Yeah, he's won a foul.
Young Rio, a bit impetuous. Didn't need to do that. There was nothing.
I like that one.
Yeah, sorry. There was nothing.
Don't apologise. Good vibes.
Yeah, there was no need for that, was there? Walton was going nowhere. Yeah.
Just missed times to shackle.
He was going nowhere.
Yeah, Kat says 40-year-old Virgil, we are so flat.
Mate, it's Saturday morning against Accrington Stanley. Like it was never going to be swashbuckling. But they've got some defending to do here.
Let's go. I wouldn't like them to score a goal, but it just make it more interesting. I'm in for a 4-0 as well, so.
Right then.
I want to see limbs, Accrington limbs. Let's go.
Not yet. As Liverpool heads it clear to the edge of the box, can the Reds launch a counter? They might get a chance to. As Szoboszlai chests it down, gets it forward. It's a good ball as well.
It's a very good ball.
It's in behind. It's Darwin Núñez into the box.
Where
He's got Jota square. Squares it across 1-0. And Diogo Jota scores, and it was the first time that Accrington, they went forward for a set piece, and that can happen sometimes. You know, you've got your defensive shape.
Well done, fucking Darwin Núñez.
You've got your defensive shape all day, but you get caught out of it, and it was a good ball by Szoboszlai, really good run, and passed by Darwin Núñez, and an easy finish by Diogo Jota, and that can happen, you know, when you go, you have to go for the set piece, because how else are you going to score? But it was a good header by Tsimikas. It's one poor touch here, from 14 is Kubeni, pardon, I've got his name wrong, and then they pull it away. And then it's the red arrows, and it's simple.
It's miles on side.
Núñez does really well.
Núñez does really well there. He sees his partner there, and he just plays the ball into him. Doesn't overcomplicate it. And that's what I said before, those two linking up and being able to provide a bit of service for each other. Núñez has got that pace. Jota knows exactly where he needs to be and where he needs to be to get the end on the end of it. Perfect. And it's just a perfect counter-attack from Liverpool there. Pace, power, precision. And Liverpool are 1-0 up.
It was excellent from Núñez, that. Did really well. Kept himself onside, hand on, and then played the pass to perfection.
I just need to play against League 2 backlines every week.
Maybe. Listen, I'm
joking. I don't even want to do him dirty. He's just provided a very good assist.
Really well. And Jota, it was an easy finish.
It took us half an hour, but we are where we expected to be.
Again, it's catch because you're Accrington. You think we have to go forward.
They said they had plans from set pieces like that. Will have been what they will have been gambling on.
But
I expected a goal.
And to be fair, if it wasn't for I think it's Kubeni, number 14, he panicked. The ball came back, was played back to him. He half shit it, and then before you know, Szoboszlai was playing it straight through the lines.
Yeah, I said I was joking. Jesus, calm down. It was a good assist.
I thought it was a good assist. I thought he's played all right.
I think he has as well. Like, people forget that I actually really like Núñez as a player. Jeez.
Can't have another sweet.
Right out for Núñez on a regular basis, and he lets me down on a regular basis, and I still rate him. Jesus.
You know what we need? Here's someone says here. Let's give Rio. Jake, I'm giving Rio an assist. He won the free kick for them. Big brain.
4D. Yeah.
Galaxy brain, that one. If I give them a free kick here, they're going to send all these lads up for them. We'll get them on the break. And it was the one time, I know I've been banging the same drum. It was the one time Liverpool's players were able to show the pace because they played it quick through the lines. Like, there's definitely something about doing that if they can. As Kevin Kelleher, his first touch was poor and he got himself in a bit of trouble, but it worked out in the end. And there might be a break on here, actually.
And it is on.
Yeah.
Jota's touch is a little bit heavy.
Well, Liverpool still got it.
Still kept it alive, though. Trent Alexander-Arnold plays it out.
They were never catching Darwin there. He's too fast. He was too fast. Yeah, Kelleher nearly got himself in a bit of bother there, a little bit casual. As Elliott cuts inside. Young Rio, have a little go on, lad. There's 3 men over there like to beat.
They do. They all seem to want to get over there. He's doubled up, tripled up.
Do you think maybe they think he's the one who can get the ball off?
I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't know whether they just think they know he's prolific and they've heard about him, do you know what I mean, and what he's capable of.
Yeah, maybe.
And you just think he's the threat. Because they've not really doubled up on Harvey in the same sort of way, but as soon as he gets the ball, there's like 3 swarming around him.
It's crossbow. Told you Núñez would be good today, lads. Back him. We always back our players.
Come on.
I know the chat were having a go at him before, but that's just the internet. Full of idiots.
Someone said Costas is limping. We'll have to keep an eye on that.
There's a goal kick for Accrington.
I feel like the comms and match are waxing lyrical about him because they've.
What do you think of the do?
The hair? I like it. To be fair, yeah. Half braids.
It's got like it's a bit rude-hullity. Do you reckon?
A little bit.
Not the big, not
the
that.
long
I mean,
ones,
like later era Rude Hullet, Chelsea era Rude Hullet.
Okay.
It looks a bit like
the half.
It looks a bit like office at the front, party at the back.
Yeah, well, that's the idea. Yeah, because he's the half braided to half of his head,
Liverpool
and then
on the right hand side with Trent.
the braids come down into their own sort of like plaits. I like them. Different. There's Costas there now. Fine. He looks fine. Yeah, I was going to say he looks like he's moving.
Diogo Jota, the playmaker, finds you. I think they'll go. You 1-on-1. See you later. Oh no, to be fair, the defender does well. He hasn't. Stayed in. That didn't go out. That did not go out.
He's done him dirty there.
I'm not sure that went
out.
No,
I'm not. They've done him dirty.
I don't think John Doolan, their manager, laughs at that as well. I don't think he particularly thought it was out either. Centre mid with acres of space to do whatever he wants. What does he want to do? He wants to play it in behind. Jota collides with the defender, not given. He'll get up. He was just leading into him.
34 minutes played. Liverpool
1-0. 1-0.
Just the one at the moment.
1-0.
Did we got the Diogo song?
Yeah, do you want to play it?
Yeah, might as well play it. He scored. Yeah, 7-4. Jota was the goal scorer. Provided with the assist from Darwin Núñez. Little link up there from the senior players doing the business for Liverpool, which is good to see.
The Reds are knocking it round then. Trent's going to be under a little bit of pressure.
Deals with it, does well.
Elliott the same. Where's he going? A little dink inside to a centre-back, confident. And away we go again. Gerald Kwanzaa, Szoboszlai, back to Kwanzaa, back to Endo. Liverpool moving it a little bit quicker, which I think is a good thing. Trying to draw Accrington in again.
Costas plays the ball.
He thought with the long switch there, Costas thought better of it. Oh. Elliott was looking for a long ball as well, and Szoboszlai rocketed it in at him. He was looking to do that little dink over the top and then realised that Szoboszlai had absolutely wellied it at him. So we couldn't do that one.
Ball with Kelleher. Well played.
Yeah, Liverpool just knocking it around. Again, the Accrington press is coming. Can Liverpool play out it or around it? They should be able to. I mean, they've got 6 men in our final third. Why aren't we just booting it? maybe I'm an idiot, I don't know. Do you want to read the super chat? It's for you.
Yeah. What do we make of the contract situation, lads? Are we worried, and can we expect all 3 players to be playing for us next season?
We can't expect that.
Yeah, we can't expect it. I would love to see all 3 players obviously stay at Liverpool Football Club and play next season.
Jota, sorry, mate, I'll interrupt you because Jota's played in Morton. It's through to Elliott. Shoots straight at the keeper. Sorry.
Straight at the goalkeeper.
You worried?
At the start, I'm worried. I'm more worried now than I was at the start of the season. For obvious reasons. I expected there to have been some sort of movement and kind of a couple over the line, if not at least one. So the fact that it hasn't happened has got me concerned at this moment in time. I still hope all 3 sign. I'm expecting at least 2 to be done before the end of the season, and then 1 will rubble on into the summer before the decision is finally made. Right
then, as Accrington play it straight to Tyler Morton. Liverpool just trying to turn the screw as they although Harvey Ellis' ball, it wasn't the best. And Accrington, they've done what to say that Endo reads the game so well.
He has been really good.
Here's young Rio again, chance to go, good tackle.
Wins a throw-in.
Good tackle, I think that was Josh Woods getting back.
Yeah, AJTTY says we can play him in the games or going end to end, and we can play him in the games or going slow. We ask for control, and this is what control looks like. We have to be more patient, like the players.
I think we also have to just relax. It's dinner time on Saturday against Accrington.
Yeah.
No one's gone pedal to the metal just yet, unless they have to. I think a few of the young lads might be, but Accrington go long into the space, but Gerald Quanza just nips across with ease. And winning back, yeah, it's a bit more comfortable for Liverpool.
Yeah, since the goal.
Just in general, mate, Liverpool they've been comfortable, really.
He's been on top. Like the golfing quality is there.
Oh.
It's clear.
Been a couple of misplaced passes, but Tyler Morton does well there to bail Costas out. And we go again. Jota playing deep as the ball goes in towards Trent. He loses out though, and Accrington have got to deal with it. Righted by their own corner flag. I'd say therefore put them under pressure here, boys. Oh,
nice
footwork,
footwork
little
there.
feet, but he goes long. Liverpool should win that, and they do quite easily. And
we're back again.
Yeah, they just can't get out at the minute. Accrington Stanley, they're just. It feels like it's always with our defenders, but they're just not doing anything in terms of getting anything towards Quaveen Keller at all. It's like a training match, defence against attack. Liverpool's haven't quite tested the goalie enough though, but it's all Liverpool now. Little ball in between the lines from Trent. Szoboszlai skips past one and it's fouled. Surely the ref says no. Interesting.
Did he try to buy it? Interesting, that.
That's here replay, but I mean, I don't know why he would have went down if he wasn't fouled. He was about to shoot.
Trent again, looking. Play it out wide.
Nice. It's Morton from distance. Ooh, went for a well. Tyler Morton. I'd like to see a replay of that free kick. I'm not sure why Dom would have went down if he wasn't fouled.
I don't know, it's going to be the Morton shot instead.
Just get underneath that. Yeah, Jota's asking, you've got to pass that, mate. Fill your boots, Tyler. You miss every shot you don't take.
Absolutely. That girl there in the crowd.
Just took her.
She was like that.
I'd like, again, we haven't seen a replay of that Szoboszlai challenge foul, but the ref told him to get up. It looked like a foul. Accrington go long, Endo's done well again.
He's played really well.
Yeah, he has, yeah. And Liverpool find Trent. And Jota's at acres if you can find him, and does turn Diogo. He's got Szoboszlai. I mean,
Rio was in a lot of space there as well.
Nice little feat from Darwin. And it's far, but Liverpool could play on.
Should play on.
Yeah, why not? Tyler's got the ball.
Endo is savvy. Yeah, you can tell he's played
a lot of
centre-back games.
Alexander
using
Arnold,
all of his experience.
Plays it poor one, really.
Poor ball.
Yeah, easily cut out. Can Liverpool win it back on the press? Don't foul him, Trent. That's not going to go out. They're going to have to play it. So it's back with Accrington's goalkeeper. He's been a bit dodgy with his feet. And again, I think he's just kicked that. Oh no, he's got it, to be fair. He's found Josh Woods. I thought he kicked out of the play.
Yeah, but Josh Woods can't retain possession.
Just gives it straight to Szoboszlai.
Tyler Morton.
It's in. It's Jota. Into the box. Across to Nunes. One more pass. No shot. Blocked corner.
Thank fuck for the block.
I think it was on target, to be fair.
Yeah.
I think everyone expected him to pass it, so he tried the old little dummy. Oh yeah, it was definitely on target.
Yeah,
it was a good block as well. I think he was trying to catch the goalie near post. Corner to the Reds. Tim McCarthy's corner's a deeper one. Head to clear again. They've done that well, to be fair, Accrington. They've got fair contact on a few corners. Oh, the long ball's on. Oh, chance for Accrington Stanley. Harvey Elliott does really well.
Wow, he used his body really well there.
It was looking like he might have threatened, and Harvey Elliott got himself back.
He was in the wrong side as well. He still had to get his foot on the ball.
And now Morton wins it back. Two good challenges in a row for Liverpool there.
Go ahead, boys.
The lads getting stuck in.
Some of the young lads there getting proper stuck in.
Yeah, have a bit of that. And it's
Szoboszlai now.
Szoboszlai tries to go down. He was fouled there. He doesn't like giving fouls, does he? Liverpool play on with Elliott.
Done well, done enough.
Ball across and ball. No. Free kick. I looked up. There was a couple of fouls there in a row.
Szoboszlai's asking the question of the ref.
Was it on ball as Elliott plays it across? Oh no, he chests it. Fair play to him.
Yeah.
Do well.
Ball.
Throw in for Liverpool. And we go again. Just a couple of minutes to go in the first half.
Buffalo says, how's the match going?
Sound.
Liverpool are winning.
Yeah, we're all good. We're chillaxing.
Yeah, they're chilling.
Been an attack against the fence for the last 20 minutes or so, really.
He's asking for the ball. Give him a 1v1.
Yeah, come on. He's going to cut inside. Where's he going to go? See you later. A little shift. Yeah. Back he goes. He looks bright, doesn't he? He looks raw, but he looks bright. You can tell he's desperate to that little feint.
To do something, he's desperate.
He wants to beat his man, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He wants his little show-off moment if he can get it. The rest of Liverpool, it's been a pretty professional performance, really. It's been first gear. Lads not over-exerting themselves too much, which I think is the right decision. Here's Rio again.
Is now a better chance of it.
You can pass it to Costas, who doesn't want to. He definitely wants to take...
Yeah, someone go. Yeah, Morton. Thank you, Matt.
Jota, the playmaker's an interesting one, isn't it? He just pops about.
I like it.
Yeah. Liverpool open the tempo a bit with some more first-time passes.
It would have been better if Liverpool would have won the game, but yeah, it was a good trip down to the big smoke.
Liverpool just knocking it about. Accrington are deep in the shape, so Elliott makes a run. Endo just can't find him. It was the right ball and it was the right run. It was just overhit from Endo. He's not happy. Actually, Harvey Elliott with the pass.
Go.
Chiesa warming up.
Yeah, look at that.
I wouldn't be shocked if he comes on second half. Maybe Jota. I wouldn't be, honestly. The fact that he's warming up. Why would you warm up a minute before half time?
Just to keep warm, man's freezing. He's on Merseyside, bro. You get used to this.
Juventus isn't hot. Turin's cold.
See, not a hologram, I know.
I think the fact that he's warm up, we might see him soon. I might be wrong on that. As Accrington give a foul away, Jarell Quansah takes it quickly. Can Liverpool get another one just before the break? They've tried this. Jota's in. Oh, he just overstepped.
Go on, Rio.
Rio gets there. It's Gamoa. Left hand side up against his man.
Get in the box, though.
Cuts inside. Still cuts inside. Goes for goal. Blocked. Rightly so. Goes for goal. Why wouldn't you? You're 16. Fill your boots. Alexander-Arnold goes for the save. Scores. And Trent Alexander-Arnold scores for Liverpool. It's Liverpool 2. It's Accrington 0. Arms out wide for Liverpool's captain on the day. And it was an absolute thunderbolt before the break. And Trent Alexander-Arnold scores.
Chef's kiss. Because that is a beauty. My son.
Finish, yeah.
That's what it's all about. The Scouser in our team.
Yeah. It's a good finish, that.
It is. Alexander-Arnold.
Loved it quite well up against Gamoa because he blocked the shot, I think.
He gets the shot blocked.
But actually, it wasn't. It was Woods. But it's a nice little layoff from Szoboszlai out to Trent. And no one closes him down. Maybe a bit of tiredness just before the half, and there's nothing you can do.
No. Pick that out.
I mean, it's
just pick it out. Just top bins.
Oh, off the post as well. Yeah, there's nothing you can do about that. The Accrington fans are gutted, but it goes right in between the two defenders. They both turn the back, which I reckon it's hard to criticise too much, but I bet they're both thinking, I wish I just took that in the face.
Yeah. And look at the smile.
And just before the break, Liverpool have doubled their
dagger.
lead.
Half-time dagger gets in.
And Liverpool lead 2-0. Accrington give the ball away. They haven't really threatened, have they? They've tried to come in and be solid, but they've offered very little going forwards. Liverpool have been the dominant force in the game. As we're in 1 minute of added time, of which we've already played. So I reckon it'll be half-time whistle might blow as and when Kostas Tsimikas takes this throw-in.
That might be Trent's last bit of action as well. It might be
half-time. Yeah, you wouldn't be surprised. As young Rio plays it inside, Liverpool may have one more attack if the ref lets them.
The ref ain't
he is going. No, he is. Go on. So
play that.
Trent plays it long. Plays it way too long. That might be half-time. And it is. Right then, half-time whistle goes. It's Liverpool 2, Accrington Stanley 0. Goals from Diogo Jota and Trent Alexander-Arnold. Put a fair reflection on what's been a relatively comfortable, straightforward performance on Liverpool so far. I think what's clear, Errol, and I mean this, I don't mean this disrespectfully to Accrington, but Liverpool have been in second gear there. It's almost as if, I don't know if the fitness coach would ever say this or the manager, but you don't have to overexert yourself. And I think as a professional, you know that yourself.
Leave a little something in the
Liverpool haven't sprinted about. They haven't flew around. They haven't been 100 miles an hour. They've just been very, very professional. And ultimately,
you can drive on the motorway and put your foot down and do 70, or you can get on the motorway and be in cruise control, and the car will still do your 70. Do you know what I mean? It's been efficient. Is probably the way that I would try and describe that first half from Liverpool's perspective. And they've been professional at the same time, though. they've not allowed Accrington to get into the game, get a feel of the ball that much, let them build up any real threat or momentum, and they've just kind of kept control. I've seen it a number of times in the chat so far that control seems to be that word, and you can say it's a little bit of a buzzword, but ultimately we want that from Liverpool, especially against the League 2 opposition, which in terms of quality you're going to be far superior than. So from that perspective, Liverpool have managed that first half really well. I think we got goals at the right time as well. We didn't really need to go for it off the off. We always often think, let's get a goal early and set the tone and set the tempo, but it was like, no, don't need to. We know if we need to switch it up, we can. But we'll find the right opportunities to score a goal, and it comes from a counter attack, which is a bit of a trademark for Liverpool at the moment in terms of how we can go about and score goals in those transitions. We're very quick. I think it's good passing from Szoboszlai into Jota, into Nunes into Jota for the goal, and then obviously Trent just rounds it off at the towards the back end of the first half with an incredible strike on from him in terms of the quality that he possesses. But I don't think Liverpool have put a foot wrong really. I've been really impressed with Endo as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Liverpool have it's been dominant really. We got a super chat from Colin S. Morning from disrespectfully cold Texas. TAA, what a goal there was, a really good goal. It's cold in Liverpool as well, if you want me to as well. I know you guys do your temperatures different, but we're -5 here. I don't know what that is in America.
Yeah, the Fahrenheit thing.
Yeah, you guys are weird, but yeah, it's cold anyway. But yeah, if you want to look at the stats, you talk about dominance, like I say. Liverpool have had 85% of the possession, 12 shots, 4 of which have been on target, 421 passes, 75 passes only from Accrington. Like, they've clearly had a game plan to. And they've been brave, Errol. They've been brave. They haven't sat on the edge of their own box. They've said to Liverpool, we're going to push up, we're going to compact the space, and we're going to make it difficult to play through. But they've offered nothing on the. They had like one half attack, what ends up with a bit of a mistimed header at the back post. But yeah, it feels like I say, they're brave in what they're doing. You're right. If they just sat on the edge of the box, they'd lost 5-0. Yeah. So they've tried to at least frustrate. And actually, Liverpool haven't allowed themselves to get frustrated. They've just gone, we'll just keep taking over.
Yeah, well, and we'll just keep, and that's it. We've just kept taking over. We just kept making the ball do the work, moving the ball around, keeping the legs warm as well, more than anything else. Do you know what I mean? We've not been static in anything that we've done. And I think we've just had a really mature performance. We've been here, we've done it. We've been at this stage before, and we know exactly what it takes and what's going to be required in order to get the job done. And I think that, again, shows that there's a level of professionalism from Liverpool today that they weren't going to have anybody undo that in any sort of way. And it's 45 minutes and anything can happen in that second half, but I imagine Liverpool are in a position now where Slot will be happy with what he's seen. He's looking at it and thinking, all right, what players now can I kind of introduce into this game for minutes purposes, or what players do I need to kind of wrap up in, not necessarily calm warm, but wrap up and keep warm so we can preserve them for further down the line. That could be the likes of Jota, Szoboszlai, could be Trent. So there are a number of things that can be done now because Liverpool have afforded themselves the opportunity based on where they currently sit, 2 goals to the good. I'm happy. I think Anfield will be quite happy as well, because there's nothing worse as well on a midday kickoff against a lower form opposition, where you're in a lower league opposition, you at some point, exactly, at some point you're probably going to beat them. You still just want to see something though, don't you? And Liverpool have performed and they've done a little bit of a show. So from that perspective, I think the Anfield crowd will be pleasant.
Can I just say, right, I'm reading the chat, like, people, like, I want to go at Darwin Núñez. I understand you don't like him. Some people don't like him. First of all, he plays for Liverpool. We should back him. He's played quite well. He had one shot that he got wrong, and other than that, he's done everything else pretty much what he's meant to do.
A shot blocked. He's provided an assist. He's had some little Maradona, some dribbles.
He's been fine.
He's been all good. There he is now. Boom, nice assist.
Just because you don't like a player, don't rewrite history. I understand if you think he's not good enough, and long term he might not be, and I wouldn't be shocked if he gets sold at some point in the future as well. But don't try and rewrite history. He hasn't been the worst player. He hasn't been crap. He had one shot that he got wrong. He's been fine. Like, everyone's been fine. Like, it's all chill. Just relax. It's all is good. It's fine. It's all fine. Going back to, I reckon when Arne Slot wanted a lot of these lads to get minutes, I suppose the question is now, how many minutes did he want them all to get?
Yep.
So you would be surprised if there weren't subs at half time. I think Alexander Arnold of this team on the pitch at the moment is the one who's probably played the most, and he might be the first one you want to get off the pitch. It depends how long then he wants in the legs of Jota, Núñez, Szoboszlai, because they're your first team players, Kostas, Tsimikas. Yeah. You might as well let the young lads just play the 90 if they can.
Yeah, if they can, yeah.
And we'll see how young Rio holds up. Yeah. Because he's only 16 years old, he might need to become off at some point. But the question will become at some point, who are you looking after? What what are they playing for? How long did you want them in the team for? I think Trent probably should be the first one off. There's no real need for him not to be.
Yeah, I know, and I'd agree with you there, to be fair, because again, we've got games coming up at the moment, and I just think we've afforded ourselves this position now. We're in control of the game, we're in control of the tie. Barring some crazy second half madness, I think Liverpool will navigate their way through into the fourth round. It allows us to now kind of make those substitutions in terms of what players do. We're looking at. I'm trying to see the board there. There's a couple of lights in my eye line, but you know, you've got Che there, you've got McConnell there. There's a couple of young guys.
has to play.
There's like the first four just off the. You know, you're not going to use McAllister. You're not going to use Diaz.
You won't want to use Andy Robbo.
You won't want to use Robbo. So there's a couple of players there now that give you options, that give you the possibility to kind of alter things.
If you had to guess the 5 subs based on the bench, you'd say at some point we're going to see Chiesa, Danzig, Yanni, Bradley and McConnell. Yeah. You would think that's probably what you're going to see.
And that's fine.
You would guess.
Yeah.
I might be wrong on that, but you would guess that's probably what we're going to see. But again, we'll find out. I wouldn't be surprised if Conor Bradley comes on in a minute, like at half time, and they go 45 each. Because I don't really see the need to keep him on any longer. It was a good goal, by the way.
It was a brilliant. Yeah, I've just seen it again.
It's half wasted on Accrington Stanley, to be honest. And I mean that again, like that. You want to save that one for like Arsenal or something. You know what I mean? Like, but it's because no goalie's stopping that. No defenders really.
Well, I was going to say then the position that he gets himself in, he hasn't been able to get himself into that position a lot. To have that much time in that position as well, because he was able to pick a spot there. You know what I mean? He literally just. Yeah, I'll have it there.
He couldn't have walked in and put it anywhere better. Elsewhere, by the way, if you're interested in the FA Cup, Birmingham are beating Lincoln, Wolves beating Bristol, and Middlesbrough and Blackburn. You know, there's tons of games today. Absolute tons of FA Cup games. There was a few. There was a couple yesterday. There was a couple Thursday. It's an extended weekend, but so far, I don't think there's been any major upsets in the FA Cup, unless something dramatic happens. There's probably not going to be one here at Anfield today.
Can I ask you, what did you think of the Young situation? Because that's FA Cup related. So
I think for those who don't know, Ashley Young was playing for Everton and his young son was on the bench for Peterborough and he didn't get on. And Darren Ferguson got a lot of criticism. From what I'm told, the young, for lack of a better phrase, hasn't been anywhere near the team anyway. He hasn't been near the squad. So if he goes in for someone else, it's half like they're missing out. Because they deserve to play Everton, they deserve to play the team. And the fact that the game was 1-0, I think he said, I had to make the subs to try and get us up. I don't blame the manager for that one. I think if they were getting before 4-0 and they had 2 subs, he should have done it, you know what I mean? But I don't think there's no real room for sentiment. There is, but there's not. I think if Everton Ashley Young should be gutted at his own team for being shite. Because if they'd scored a few more goals, he'd have probably brought him on. But at 1-0, you make subs to change the game. And you don't really bring on a lad who hasn't kicked the ball, would you agree? I get it, because from a sentimental and a story point of view, I get it. But also, like, Darren Ferguson's job isn't to look after a kid. His job's to try and win the game, I guess. Okay. What do you think?
I think it's interesting.
You can feel free to disagree.
No, it's not even that I disagree, because by and large I don't disagree. I just think there's a few layers to it in the fact that who's Darren's our fella?
Yeah, listen, if anyone knows how nepotism works, Darren Ferguson gets it.
Exactly that, do you know what I mean? So it's like, all right, interesting.
I get you.
But yeah, again, I think as well, because it's the FA Cup, there's always a story. They always the media always like to try and make stories of these giant killing moments and these lower league teams getting a chance to play against some of the big teams. So there was always going to be a story around it. But from a managerial perspective and a games perspective, you know, your team comes first.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, you're right. Of all the people to be complaining about nepotism, I'm pretty sure Alex Ferguson gave Darren Ferguson like a few sub appearances
just so he could get a Premier League medal.
Yeah, so he knows the score. But listen, nepotism works, and listen, the best way to be successful in this world is to have a successful mother or father, and it's following the footsteps. It's harder not to do that. You can still be it. Don't get me wrong, you can still do it, but it's easier just to be a nepo baby. And I think there's loads of examples of that in all
walks of life
in every part of the world. Yeah, it's one of the benefits you get, one of the numerous benefits you get of being a rich person. You get to look after your kids as well. Right then, about 4 and a half minutes to go until the start of the second half. So me and Errol are going to go and take a quick break. Let us know during, would you make any subs now? If so, what would you do? Who are you looking forward to seeing in the second half? Let us know in the chat, whether you're on the Discord or in the YouTube chat, and we'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Hello over there, just wanted to tell you what you could win if you were in our Club Legend prize draw for January. This is a biggie. We're starting the new year off with a bang. It's this, a signed Liverpool shirt signed by Ian Callaghan, proper Liverpool royalty, the record appearance maker for the Reds. 857 appearances he made. Not all in this shirt, you'll be glad to know, but if you want to get yourself a chance of winning this, head to redmenplus.com, sign up as a club legend, or upgrade your existing subscription, and you might just be the lucky winner.
Hey, I'm absolutely delighted to say that The Man Who Stole the World Cup, the book written by my dad, published by myself this year, is available now to buy. You can get the limited edition signed version exclusively on redmenmerch.com. When they are sold out forever. There is a simple way of getting it as well. You can get it on Amazon in a hardback print to order version, or the Kindle edition is available on there as well. The Man Who Stole the World Cup is a fun, adventure-packed time travel story about kids from Liverpool pulled from Liverpool's double winning season in 85-86 into the plot to steal the Jules Rimet World Cup trophy in 1966 that would ruin football for all time, and three adventurers set about making sure that they can save football in their time and in all future times as well. Something to be enjoyed by children, by young adults, and actually anyone who's got a little bit of love for football and geeky culture in their lives. Yes, get it. It's a perfect stocking filler for someone you love in your life this Christmas. The Man Who Stole the World Cup. You'll love it.
If I'd have just done that.
Yes, everybody, welcome back to the Redmen TV. We are still at half-time waiting for kick-off as the FA Cup third round is taking place. Liverpool versus Accrington Stanley. Liverpool 2-0 up. Goals from Diogo Jota and Trent Alexander-Arnold, the Scouser, in our team just before half-time, put us 2 up. So yeah, we're in good shape at the moment, and we're just seeing some highlights of young Gamoa there. Let me know in the chat what you thought about his first half performance, guys, because me personally, he is very, very raw, and I think we all expected that, but he's confident. The nice touches there, the step overs, the little drop of the shoulders, the way that he wants to twist and turn. He's constantly wanting to run at his man and stand him up, and I noticed within that first half as well, it looked as though the more it went on, the more that Accrington wanted to double up and triple up on him and not allow him that space and that time. And for a 16-year-old to just glide across the pitch in the way that he does, wow, I've just been stopped dead in my tracks because I was not expecting to see this cat. Mamma mia, he's here. It is Freddy in the cut, ladies and gentlemen. Chiesa is about to make his way into the game as well, as they've made some changes. Nelson, Coyles, Liam Coyle and Alex Henderson are coming on for Accrington Stanley, and Chiesa is coming on for Liverpool, just as my wonderful co-host steps back into the cut of the studio. We are back, and it is off. The second half is underway, and there's been one change. Chiesa's in the mix for Dom Szoboszlai.
Yeah, I thought he'd come on.
Yeah, Dick says raw but exciting. I like him. I think he's a really good prospect, Errol. Feddy in, yes.
Chance for Nunes early doors. Oh, good save by the goalie as well.
Yeah, who's that saying? Fantasma. There's a Fantasma in.
Chiesa early. Deflected corner.
I don't believe my eyes, yeah. Feddy. Wow.
I haven't even finished eating my half-time biscuit. I'm back in.
I'm in the mix. Trent's still on the pitch then. How did that happen?
That's interesting. Nunes did well. It was a good save.
Man.
Beat the two of them. Good save. I think Accrington just didn't made the mess of it really. And then Chiesa, his shot was on target and well blocked.
Yeah, come on, Chiesa, show us what we've
So Elliott's, for the avoidance of doubt, Elliott's gone into midfield, Chiesa's gone right wing as Trent's cross comes in. It's just about clear. Yeah, it's cleared now by Accrington.
Who went off? Szoboszlai.
Yeah, Dom. Szoboszlai went off for Chiesa.
There
So
you go.
Harvey Elliott's dropped back into like a more
10.
central midfield
Oh yeah, well,
position.
more, yes. Not even the 10. That's still going to be Jota. Isn't
Well,
it?
it's Jota and Elliott in the 8 and 10. Elliott took a whack there, you know, and he's still feeling a little bit. What's happened here? Oh, Darwin's down. Now Nunes is down, holding his ankle.
He looks like he's in a lot of pain.
Yeah, it doesn't look great, that.
Not what we want to see.
I didn't see what happened to him.
I feel like he knows that he's in a lot of pain there as well.
Let's see what happened. It's at the corner.
Someone stands on him and just clatters him.
Yeah, you couldn't tell off that replay
angle,
what happened. I'm
think
hoping it was an impact injury rather than a muscle strain or something. He's holding like
His ankle.
his calf/ankle area.
Henderson, number 10.
Yeah, they made some subs as well, didn't they? I'll run through it all for you now so you're aware. So Liverpool made one change. Szoboszlai went off. On came Federico Chiesa. Hunter, Kumbeni, so 2 changes for them. Hunter and Kumbeni went off. They brought on Liam Coyle, Scouser, and Alex Henderson. I think the lad jumped and landed on his heel calf area. I think it's more an impact thing than anything. I don't think it looks. Andrew said he looked like he rolled his ankle. I think when you hit your ankle, you hold the front of your ankle though. He was kind of holding the back, like it was like his calf. I think the lad stood just like landed down his leg. I think.
Johnny, jog on. Because I'm not sitting through a match and not having hydration or food.
Why, what's up?
Imagine eating and drinking on a stream. How weird is that? Imagine being comfortable on a set.
As long as I think that we as long as we're courteous and move away from the mic while we do it, I think it's absolutely fine. There's no way I could sit here for that long without a drink, by the way.
Oh yeah, we could
dry mouth,
innit? Oh, Johnny, jog off. There are other stream providers. They're not as good as this.
Yeah, what's else? Yeah. Right, then here's Chiesa. He's getting his shirt ragged off him. The lad's trying to swap shirts.
He's turning into a mo.
He's trying to swap shirts. His half-time shirt or his full-time shirt. He's trying to get it early doors there. That was the other Woods.
Sean Christian, are we good? Are we good? Are you good?
I'm fine with you.
I'm good.
Right, Accrington Stanley then right-hand side. Cross comes into the box. Chiesa didn't deal with it. It comes through back post. Shot is blocked.
Well, blocked by Trent.
Yeah, it still isn't clear though, and now it is.
And now Trent's got an opportunity to clear it.
And goes long. Is anyone there?
Darwin's still just hobbling a little bit.
Just the defenders were just there ahead of him. That was probably the best chance for Accrington. I think it fell to the left back, Woods, the other Woods, Ben Woods, but it was well blocked by Trent Alexander-Arnold.
It looked like it was on target as well.
Mm-hmm.
Would have been interesting to see where it ended up. But Trent had better ideas.
Right then, right in front of their own fans, Accrington have the ball near the corner flag, trying to get out of. He's gone past Tyler Morton, to be fair, and Trent does well in the end, and Tyler then clears after that.
Ooh.
Couple of brighter moments for Accrington, but not really much has come of it.
Got to be brave. They've got to try and get themselves back into the side.
Someone's got to score a goal, haven't they? You know, for them.
That's what they've came for.
Yeah. Liverpool are going to look to exploit it.
Yes,
Jota on the counter, loses out. Oh, might get it back now though. Get the have. Trent, time. He's got Chiesa in front of him, gives him it. The first little chance for Federico Chiesa to have a run up against Ben Woods. It's Chiesa step over near post. He's going to dink it towards the back post. No one's there.
No one was there.
Probably
though.
should have been someone there. And Accrington web it clear. And Endo's done so well all day doing that. Sardi's. Oh, to be fair though, Walton's done really well for Accrington to win it. Guys, thanks for the super chat, buddy.
Nice one.
£2 towards your sweets and drinks. Appreciate it.
We'll spend it responsibly.
We won't. But we will buy the sweets and drinks.
Sugar tax. Let's get it.
Does £2 get you anything these days? Does £2 get you these days with the sugar tax? As Accrington play it long, but it's going to go straight through to Covey and Gala. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy.
Balls with Kwanzaa. Again, that we've withstood that early little bit of pressure in that second half. That Accrington tried to, maybe not necessarily throw a kitchen sink at it, but they wanted to give it a go, didn't they?
Oh, loose pass by Jota. Kwanzaa has to deal with it. Does well.
Does really well.
And Trent is inverted now. I wonder if that's just a little half-time tweak that the manager asked him to make.
Dave Wishart says, "What is a sugar tax? Where are you from?" And we'll explain.
Oh yeah,
it to
so
you.
basically, I don't know if this is just a UK thing or whatever, but I'll come back. Things with sugar in now, like high sugar, like some certain sweets and drinks, that you have to just charge more, basically. Like if you go to McDonald's now, you have to pay more for the Coke than the Diet Cokes because there's a sugar tax, basically. Trying to stop people being fat by charging them more for fatty stuff is effective. The thinking there, as the ball goes in behind, Kelleher claims it easily.
Ball goes out to Trent. Trent's going to play that ball early. Asking Chaser to chase, but it goes too long, too close to the goalkeeper. Rotherham United are 2-0 up against Bolton, if that is true.
I don't even know. Is that like, that must be a league game, surely. I mean, fair enough. I mean, I don't care, but fair enough. Yeah, they are as well. That's a league game. What weird early kick-off times in the league. FA Cup wise, Birmingham beating Lincoln, Wolves beating Bristol. Bristol v Wolves looks a bit more of a closer game. 2-1 to Bristol. Sorry, 2-1 to Wolves. 66 minutes gone. So the home team are well in that one.
Kwanzaa on the ball, plays it across to Endo. I really liked Endo's performance today, to be honest with you. He's proper, marshalled that back line.
Talk about like Liverpool just reserving energy. It's like a training game. Sky's the limit. Says Nunes has 38 minutes to save his Liverpool career. Fuck off. Just fuck off. No, he hasn't.
Wow. That's
just not true. Relax. He's played all right. He's got his assist. Chill your beans, man. Imagine being that dramatic.
Oh, I can, because I often
the
am.
internet.
I often am.
Lovely footy by Liverpool. It's great. It's Trent. It's blocked. Comes across. Heads a clear back. That was some move by Liverpool.
I guess who was involved?
Nunes' little flick around the corner. Yeah, it was gorgeous. It's fell to Morton. Oh, his touch is poor. He's won it back though.
Done enough.
And lost it again. And now Accrington can clear. That was good footy. That by Liverpool.
That was. And they'd all look at each other because they knew
that was sourcing.
Yeah, he was sourcing out. Oh, the flare just came out then
lots
for a couple
of little
passes.
Flicks and tricks.
Endo, Kwanzaa, if you can do a little bit more of that in the second half, Liverpool, find your groove. Trent plays that little, and it worked out well. Yes, Darwin's holding it up. He looks like he's going to be all right.
He's done well.
He's done enough. Yeah. Lays it off into the path for Chiesa. Probably heavy touch. It probably wasn't even meant for him, really.
It wasn't the best ball, was it?
But now Accrington with a couple of back heels themselves. It's gonna,
he always kept it in.
Kept it in. And Trent just sees it out. Oh no, Kwanzaa sees it out. Sorry. Yeah, Buffalo says great passing move there. It really was.
Yeah, it was great. It was fun.
James Shrine says, cheers the Redmen for getting us through work with this watch along. Got you.
And was having a very solid game, says David, the super chat. All around, very good performance. Darwin's been fine. Yeah, he has. Everyone's been fine, honestly. No one's been
There's
fine.
not been a bad performance from anyone.
Everyone's been it's been completely professional, fine performance from Liverpool. Rio's got some defending to do. Costas helps him out. Chance for Accrington to get the ball in the box. It's goal kick or corner kick?
Corner kick, yeah. It's going to be a corner.
Corner for the visitors.
They're asking for
Josh
it.
Wood
This is
tries
it.
to get the fans up before it.
He's like, come on, lad. I wonder how many of those lads run up to Trent or whoever else afterwards asking for shirts.
Yeah.
I'd be taking Rio shirt, me.
Nah, as respectfully, I would be going for someone else at this point. Corner for Accrington comes in. Back post headed down, cleared.
Jota does well.
Yeah,
Why?
Jota, back toast.
Taking like that, that's history. His first ever professional shirts.
Yeah, but you're hoping that he's going to turn into a worldie. There's a couple of worldies on here already. Trent is the one in there.
Yeah. Trent's
I think Keys is a big getter as well. Not he's a Euros league. Mate, he's won loads.
I don't care. He's played 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, for us. If Gamola has the career he's had a worldy career. As Accrington play it short, they're into the box. They're going to go for goal. Oh,
go ahead. It's a crossbar.
I think he hit the bar.
It's a corner. It should be another corner.
Oh, Josh Woods hits the bar. They've been desperate for that to go in.
He levered it. Whose shirt would you want in the chat, by the way? Let us know. Whose shirt do you want?
Some big names there. Let's see how it happens. So it was played back to him. He cuts inside. To be fair, I think it deflects, you know. I think it should probably in the corner. And I think if it's on target, I think the goalie saves it.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's unlucky.
Wow.
What a moment that could have been.
Would have been unbelievable.
Trent's the one, isn't it?
Trent's a no-brainer.
Jota's a no-brainer, though. Elliot, these are all lads. These are all lads, you know what I mean? Enzo, fucking Japanese captain. Whoever you get, you'll be happy. I just don't think I'd want a young lads one.
Okay.
Because there's half a chance some of them play for Accrington. If you never know, you just don't know of a young player where the career's going to go.
Who's been crunched
Harvey Elliott just got
rolling.
smashed by Henderson. That was a bad challenge, that. Unnecessarily bad challenge.
Playing on.
No, I don't think they should. I think they should kick it out. If he's down, get him treatment.
Yeah.
That was a bad tackle, that.
Yeah, Donuts is on with Errol. Like, give me Rios. I reckon he'll be excellent.
It's a fair point. It's a gamble that if you're gonna take the gamble, it's a good gamble to take.
It's that trailing foot, yeah, just catches him.
Naughty, that, isn't it?
Nasty. Yeah, Gaza says I'd probably want Trent shirt. After Trent, it'd be Jota and Nunes. Captain Chaos all day long. Nunes' shirt. He's feeling that though, Harvey.
That was a bad tackle.
It was a very bad tackle. Jota the slaughter.
I know it's a good point. If you're Rio, I'm not sure I'd want to swap that shirt.
That's a good point.
I think
I want to keep that. That's a good point, yeah. I didn't deep that.
Yeah, I think I'm keeping that. Harvey Elliott's getting his ankle looked at. That's a bad tackle, that.
It was.
For a lad who's had lower leg injuries and foot injuries before, not a nice one, that. I think Liverpool should take him off now. No matter what. They're getting a thumbs up saying they think he's alright. I think Arne Slot just got the thumbs up, but he doesn't look particularly comfortable getting his boot back on, does he? Just take him off.
Looks like I saw one.
Just take him off. McConnell, come on, lad.
Yeah.
What's the point? Sean says I'm free next week to drive Darwin anyway. What the Liverpool...
Drive him to training then, lad. Drive him to the access because that's where he's going to be.
I don't get this. Like, I understand if you don't rate particularly, or you think someone's not that good. I never understand abusing your own players or giving your own players stick. Like, how is that productive? I might be. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I think it's fine to criticise. I think just being nasty, and I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Elliott is going to go off.
Yeah, he's going to have
to. He should anyway. I don't know if he's that injured, but I think it's the right decision.
He said Jerry's alright, but I'm
not sure he is,
he's disappointed.
I don't think he is alright. Liverpool are going to bring on James McConnell and Conor Bradley, which again, they might have been the subs anyway an hour in, so hopefully it is just that. No, then again, maybe he's not going off. Because Tyler Morton's going off and Alexander Arnold's going off, so maybe Elliott's okay. I misread when I saw James McConnell. No, maybe he is. I don't know. Trent gets around the horse Manfield and he reciprocates it as well, which is nice.
He's captain for the day, yeah, so he should. You've got to set an example.
He's had a bit of stick.
Yeah, he's had a bit of stick. But if you're the captain and you're walking off and you've got to show an example. I make no excuses. There's Brothers. What a finish that is. And there he is already on the ball. Chiesa.
You know, I always think about Chiesa, he's deceptively quick. Like, he does a lot. You know, every time I was there at West Ham at home when he played, first time I seen him live for us, he moves with the ball very fast. Like, he's very twitchy. I don't know if that's the best description. He doesn't label, you know, everything's 100 miles an hour. Like, he doesn't give defenders time to really have a think about it. That's Conor Bradley, well, no, actually, Gerald Kwanzaa's fouled. Liverpool free kick. Elliott's back home, which is good news.
Who's the captain now? Endo.
Endo.
There you go. Now. See the armband. See the man.
Interesting decision, that's Endo. Not the most long-serving player at the club on the pitch at the moment, but he's the man.
Senior, one of the most senior, though, isn't he?
Someone like a Jota maybe for the thought they might have got it, Eve, but no, listen, he's gone for Endo, which I think's fair enough as well.
Yeah. Crowd are trying to get up for it as well. Trying to get warm.
Trying to stay warm, yeah.
Stay warm, bro. I can't wait for this snow to do one.
Meant to get better
next week.
Sunday, Monday's meant to start clearing.
Like 10 degrees.
The problem is, it's not even snow, it's ice.
Just blocks of ice that are just miserable. Miserable, man. But anyway.
Harvey's fine anyway, which is good news.
We've got lights and heating in the studio, so I'm kind of toasty.
Very good. I've got a cup of tea.
You got a cup of tea? Did you make a brew, yeah?
Sort of, Jay did. Sort of. Oh, here comes Jota. Gets there first. Oh, just deflected. We haven't seen anything of Rio really come out in the second half. They tried to find him there. He's kind of getting lost in the shuffle a little bit at this time. As Accrington go long and he get in, his offside flag goes up, though.
Well done.
By the way, I understand everyone saying that Endo is the captain of Japan and he was captain of Stuttgart. I'm just saying, he wasn't offside there, by the way. I'm just saying, in a Liverpool point of view, he isn't the most, in terms of long-standing players here, there are a few on the pitch who've been here a bit longer, but I've got no issue with him being the captain. He comes across like a good captain material.
Yeah.
Speaking of changes, I think Accrington are making a change. Dan Martin and Josh Woods go off. Connolly on and gets the armband. Seamus Connolly and Conor O'Brien come on as well.
Go ahead, enjoy it. Oh, it's nice that though, isn't it?
Good for him. Here's young Rio first chance for the, I think I don't know if it's because Chiesa on the other side and
everything's going
going towards him, but I half forgot he was playing. You know, up until I mentioned his name before. It's been a very professional stop-start type thing. It's really good. Elliott looks all right done. He's gone down. Although he's gone down again. He's up again. As McConnell loses out, and Accrington have the ball down their left-hand side. First real bit of defensive work for... Conor Bradley and James McConnell look so alike from far away, it's ridiculous. And Accrington have won a corner off Conor Bradley.
Sorry, Carl. Just kind of watching.
Corner taken quickly.
Short. Oh, that was a big chance. That was a big chance.
And he'll be gutted.
Gutted. Mate, just gutted. Love.
Had a chance to score.
Mate, he should
not only score at Anfield, get Accrington back in the game.
He has to hit the target. He has to stay.
Poor defending from Liverpool.
Liverpool are caught sleeping. You thought we was quiet. Liverpool's defence was quiet. There was
Jota was just stood looking at him. It was a bit of a massive miscommunication.
All he has to do is get that on target, and it's 2-1 Accrington. Oh,
that was a huge
the bench can't believe it. He can't believe it.
That'll keep him up. That'll wait. Yeah, he'll go to bed thinking I could have scored. Ex-Man United player could have scored at Anfield and didn't. And now Liverpool have a chance It is young
Oh,
Rio.
well, good ball as well from Konza. Sets him on his
Go on,
way.
Rio, have a
Go
little
ahead,
go on,
lad. Go ahead, lad. Go on.
Rio Gamoa cuts inside, plays it to Jota.
Oh, lovely.
Oh,
Why are you taking
giving it
forever?
back.
Nah, that's not the one.
Jota, I thought he's usually so instinctive in the box. I thought he was going to swivel and shoot, but he just kept hold of the ball.
Oh, that's nice.
Little spin by McConnell. Nunez
Kind of bundles his way
out.
through.
Goalie clears.
And ends up on the deck as well. Endo does well, wins a header.
Oh, Donald will be thinking, oh, there's my chance. Here, come back and on the break though.
The older one.
It's Kwanzaa.
The older one. You can't twist you.
Kwanzaa's
You
just
can't
about
twist
held
you.
him
You
all.
can't twist you.
They want another corner though.
Liverpool needs to be awake. If that was a warning, the first one. Wake up. Because they're plucky. These men are plucky. They fancy themselves. They think, yeah, go on, we got something. Set pieces was what they was hoping
just fell
for.
asleep for the short corner, and it was all the marking, and that can happen when you make so many changes and subs and stuff. I don't think anyone really knew what they were meant to be doing, and in the end, it was a free header. Missed, so Liverpool look a bit more. Liverpool did a bit more touch tight this time as the ball goes near post. It rattles around edge of the box. Shot is blocked and easily cleared. In fact, Harvey Elliott's going to look to try and counter this if he can. Good touch.
Enough.
Good second touch.
Late.
Liverpool go quicker? No,
No,
I don't think they want to. I don't think they're desperate to sprint forward. Harvey Elliott did well again there, battling. That lad was huge. He was all over him. Here's another chance for Federico Chiesa to have a little run up against Orr. Nice little ball down the side. Can Bradley keep it in? He just touched over
too
it.
much. Touch too much.
Just a little bit.
66 minutes played. Liverpool still 2-0 up at home against Accrington
Comfortable, chilling.
FA Cup, third round. We're vibing. We're chilled. Anfield looks freezing. But it seems like the crowd are in good spirits.
Oh, Harvey Elliott just kicks one straight up in the sky. Deal with that, Costas.
It's come down with snow on it.
He's done as best as he could there. That was a stinker by Elliott, but Accrington have recovered. Cross comes in. Costas should clear and does.
Just about to
that was a stinker by Harvey Elliott, that. Accrington are going to reload. They give it away again. Can Liverpool launch another counter with Chiesa on the spin? Go on, Freddy.
Turns. Go on, play him. He's asking for it down.
Here goes Darwin Núñez into the box. Defender comes across. Núñez shoots. Good defending corner. Good defender.
That'll do.
He's hurt his back there, I think, the defender.
He puts his thumb up, saying thank you for the ball.
It was a really good run from Núñez. Look where he starts.
Out essentially, he's
really
miles
good
on
run.
side.
Yeah, his first touch is decent. The defender just comes and closes him across. Good defending.
Battles and matches him, strength for strength. He's a big defender, and he's defending for his life. The defender, it's very last ditch, and he is.
Well.
Puts his body on the line.
I think if Chiesa put a bit more on that first pass, he'd have been able to use his pace more, but he had to kind of carry the ball.
He had to carry the ball too more.
The cross comes in, heads
it's that said defender. Said defender heads it away.
It's Rawson. And Accrington looks to counter.
Good touch. Lovely.
That Bradley or McConnell. Can't never tell McConnell.
I'm just looking for the number.
I couldn't see it. They've got the exact same haircut, haven't they? Let's see. McConnell's got red boots on. Where's Connor? What's he got on? Because that might be me tell.
That one yellow. He's there.
Yellow, yeah.
That's stood right next to him.
Yeah, I didn't see him. There, yeah. Look at the boots. Mate, they just look the fucking same. Look at them two there.
In the middle.
How you tell me the difference between those two lads? I can't.
Yeah. Simicast over to Rio.
Yeah, I haven't seen too much of him, like I say, second half.
Doesn't even look like he's got shin pads on. Brave, that.
I like James McConnell, you know.
Yeah, I do.
He's tidy. Again, whether he's got a long-term Liverpool career, time will tell, but he's definitely a good level footballer.
Oh, yeah, completely.
Championship at worst. He's a good player.
Every time I've seen him play, I've been impressed.
Here he is again. I thought he was excellent in that League Cup final when he come on. Showed real maturity. Here he is again. Twisting and turning. Winning it.
So, yep, he does.
Liverpool about to bring Jadon Dans on. Jota or Núñez? Surely you'd think maybe.
Núñez, he's been in the wars, hasn't he?
But Jota doesn't need 90 minutes, does he? Or does he? I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I think he probably does.
I like Jayden Danns.
Here comes the boys, yeah. He's another one that gets it, doesn't he? He just gets it.
Yeah. Confidence. He's got that, I told you on the show earlier, you went with me. He's got that Scouse confidence, which isn't the same as self-confidence, because I think it's less brash. Like, you know, I think Scouse confidence is more like, you know you're good and you don't have to really tell anyone about it.
Yeah,
where like, you know, I think sometimes you can get like, I always say London brash is like, you tell everyone.
In your face.
Yeah, he's got that Scouse, like, I know how good I am.
I'm just
But
going to show it.
I don't need to tell everyone. Curtis Jones has it.
Yeah.
In abundance. He had it from when he was like 14. As the ball goes along, Kelleher should come and deal with that, and does. I remember Curtis Jones being fuming that he wasn't playing in the first team when he was like 16, 17. He was like, I should be playing. Fucking brilliant, like, fair play.
Might have had
Josh, I think Danns needs a championship loan. He was meant to go on one, and he broke his body. He had like a stress fracture in his back. He had a back injury, I think it was, which happens, like young lads growing, and he's a big lad. Oh, Rio's caught out there. And it's a chance for Accrington on the break.
He needs to get back and do some defensive work.
Corner for Accrington.
It's Endo again, defending. Valiantly just doing his thing. I like Endo. Endo the centre half. I never thought that'd be his bag, but it is. Very much a utility defender for us. 73 for 76, so it's Rio.
Rio, yeah.
It's Rio instead. Okay.
He's a child. Baby-faced.
Baby la.
What a moment. Rio Gamoa, 16 years old, gets a clap from Anfield.
Ovation as well.
Fair play to the lads, he did alright. More so first half, we've seen a lot of them. Second half, it kind of faded out. What a moment. And nice to see Jayden Danns back again.
He looks like a man in comparison. He looks.
Yeah.
He looks
he's like 5 years old. It's a few years old. Yeah, he's grown. He's a big lad, Jayden Danns. That's definitely something he's got going for him. Maybe that's why Liverpool brought him on for this corner. A bit more defensive height. Corner comes in deep over everybody.
Over everyone.
That'll be a goal kick to the Reds.
Good run out though for your first.
It'll be interesting to see where he plays.
And everything, the bubble
is Jayden going to play on the left, or is Nunes going to go out to the left?
I think you just put Jayden on the left.
He did against Southampton in the League Cup. Well done, Rio.
Let's go, Danns.
Who knows? We might have just saw the first performance of a glittering Liverpool career. Time will tell. Hopefully that is the case. Liverpool certainly hope that when they took him off Chelsea, because Chelsea, again, I go back to it, furious. They banned Liverpool scouts at one point from going to Chelsea Academy games. I don't know if that's been resolved yet. Good for him. As the ball is played inside, Nunes. It was a poor ball actually by Bradley Nunes, coming ready and did well. Yeah, the keeper
recovers the ball for us.
I'm just looking. Nunes
looks
looks
like he's playing on the left back.
Yeah, it looks like Nunes might be playing on the left. He's playing left back at the moment.
He's asking people to...
Maybe Danns might be in the 10 actually. If the ball goes long, Chiesa could be in. Federico Chiesa.
Oh no, the angle's against him.
Oh, good save.
He gets pushed away from the angle there.
Good defending as well. It looks like Danns in the 10 with Jota up front. Maybe.
I wouldn't mind that. I know I wouldn't mind that at all.
Yeah. As ball went over the top of Chiesa, he battles with Woods.
For the,
shrugs him
gambles,
off.
He gambles, doesn't he?
The goalie gets a big slice of luck. Watch this, Errol, that's in. It comes off his inside calf, look. Oh, that's a good save, actually, to be fair to him. He gets in the way of it, but Chiesa went for the Meg. Didn't get it. Close up on Costas from this camera angle. Corner comes in very deep. Goalie punches. Liverpool haven't got first header on a corner at all, I don't think, at any point.
Been some old school defending going on back there.
Throw in, Costas runs all the way across the pitch to tee. He's got the hair of a businessman, Federico Chiesa. It's a very like, I don't know, cool Italian businessman haircut. Here come Accrington Stanley, trying to launch a counter. It's James McConnell with the red boots who stops him doing it. Is Nunes playing in midfield?
I don't know. He almost looked like he wanted to just try and chop a man down.
I don't know what's happening here where the formations are. I don't know. I'm not sure Liverpool know either. Here come Accrington on the break and Kwanzaa.
Well done, Kwanzaa. Harvey Elliott seems to have
shrugged off. I'm trying to figure out where everyone's playing. It looks like Danns might be playing number 10 from what I can see here. Let me know if I'm wrong, you guys in the chat. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? There he is.
Yeah, I'm seeing it. Keep an eye on 76. Kid with all the hair.
Can't miss him.
Again, is a kid, but looks very much like an adult comparison to the kid he came on for.
A little bit baby faced. Yeah, he's playing number 10. Look, he's almost midfield. There he is. I like him, man. As our fella's a good guy as well.
Yeah.
Have you come across him a bit?
I have a little bit, yeah.
A little bit. We've done a couple of things with him at Redmen.
Last year with the World of Man City.
Yeah. Yep. Ball goes, what's a poor ball there? Straight out to play. It looks like it's Nunes leftish, maybe?
Jota through the middle.
Jota centre forward, Dan's 10, Chiesa right. It looks like we're playing that.
McAllister's looking, sitting there thinking, what's going on? It's so cold.
Why am I here?
Why am I here? I should be in bed.
As Jota wins it back, and then
Does
Jayden
well.
Dan's wins it back as well. Jota.
Dan's
does well.
Really well.
Does really
Go
well.
ahead.
Chiesa's
Play
in.
him. Play him.
It's Federico Chiesa in front of the cop. Chiesa save.
Dance. Yes, lad.
Go ahead,
yes,
Jason.
lad.
I'm absolutely delighted for them. Me slide with the big fella.
Doesn't mess about.
Made up for them.
He doesn't mess about.
He won the ball back. Plays in Chiesa.
Does the right thing as well, you know.
Yeah. The goalie makes a good save, and there's Jayden Dan's on the rebound. And
Boy,
he scores in front
showing
of the
him how
cop
it's
again.
done. Cheers.
Made up for him.
This boy was born to play for Liverpool, you know.
He wins it back here, watch, because Jota kind of loses it. Dan steps in, does really well. It's a lovely ball into Chiesa. Chiesa doesn't do too much wrong either. His first touch is good. It's a good save, and it just falls. It could have fell to anyone. Jota, Dan's and Nunes were all there. But Jayden Dan's followed in his run and just taps it home first time. It takes it well and then goes off in front of the cop again. Fantastic. The goalie did really well to save from Chiesa. He'll be disappointed. That could have fell anywhere. It fell straight to Jayden Dan's. What a moment. Yeah, look at that. Go ahead, big fella.
Yes, lad.
I like the way he went. He wound the crowd up and then calmed them down.
Orchestrated it. Go ahead.
Fantastic. Well done. Jayden Dan's. Liverpool 3. Accrington Stanley 0. Change for the visitors. Tyler Morton goes off. Kelsey Mooney.
Did you go for 3-0?
I said 5.
No, you said 5.
Jay said 3. You said 4.
I said 4.
I think we're all in business.
Yeah, we're all cooking. Still, big 13 minutes or so left to go.
There's goals to be had. Chiesa will be disappointed out. He could have got his first Liverpool goal, didn't. Endo's coming off. Trey,
who's going to drop into the
Who's going to play centre back? James McConnell? Kostas Tsimikas, maybe? Who do you think's going to go centre back here?
Tyler Morton off.
I think Endo's been great.
I think Endo's been fantastic. He's probably been the man of the match.
He's another babyface train.
Yeah,
Mate, his forehead looks like there's not a wrinkle on it. He's never had a stressful day in his life. He's a good player, by the way. Of all the youngsters, I think he might be the best. Like the real young, I think he's got a bright future. He needs to fill out, of course, but he's got something for him.
He's so
just
slight, isn't he? Yeah.
It's time to come on his side.
Who is going to be in defence there?
James McConnell.
James McConnell. Wow.
Just protect the Endo. Maybe that is a little look to Tuesday. Maybe we're not quite sure where Ibu Konate is going to be at as well.
Endo's a great addition to the squad. I don't care.
I think he's a really good centre back from what I've seen.
I do.
As Liverpool play out at
the only thing he lacks is a decent centre back at Prem level is going to be that pace.
But he's got his nose gets him in the right position and he leaps like a giant. But Connor Bradley plays it through to Kwanzaa. It's Chiesa, cuts inside, looking to shoot. He is. And cleared. Who's the little spinny?
I don't
Connor?
know, but it looks so good.
I think Connor Bradley inverted, went round the world. Done really well. At least I'll be able to tell them apart a bit more now because they're playing different places. James McConnell has let that. He thought it stayed in. The referee disagreed. Little spinny Rooney from Connor Bradley.
Just did a couple of those in the second half, as the way Liverpool have just injected a little bit of pace with a little bit of quality.
Connor Bradley, whoop, pop a bit of that, and then it was Gerald Kwanzaa striding through. What I have seen from Chiesa so far in his Liverpool career, he is not keen to go down the right.
No, he wants
to cut inside a lot.
Yeah. He ain't trying to take it on the outside.
Jayden Dan's dispossessed.
He's not.
Accrington looking for that consolation goal. As the ball comes across, Connor Bradley clears.
Well, and they're off again.
Might be another counter attack on here. It's Chiesa again.
On. It's going to be a couple of them in this next 10 minutes. Yeah. Come on.
He's got Elliott to his right, Jota and Núñez at the other side. He goes himself, plays it to Elliott.
Oh, bad touch.
Goal, Jota!
Oh!
And Dan's can't sort his feet out. If he'd have left it, Jota had the tapping.
Yeah.
But to be fair,
he tries to do the one where he just takes it on the turn.
It was a weird ball from Harvey Elliott. It was like waist height almost, and you can't really leave that. And yeah, as Accrington rightly try and get themselves an Anfield goal, there might be some more space in behind them. And so they should. The game's gone. Someone try and make a name for yourself. Someone get yourself a moment. Get yourself an Anfield goal. I don't think Elliott needed to welly that as hard as he did.
Just a little bit of placement. His first touch probably wide though. Let him down a little bit.
This, and again...
Do you think Elliott's confidence is a little bit shot at the moment?
He hasn't been picked, has he? Maybe he's lacking a bit of fitness, but... What I can see from Chiesa, mate, and again, I understand it's Accrington in the second half of the FA Cup. You can see what he's about. Like, he wants to run with the ball. That's his game. Like, he's not there to play little 1-2s, and he wants to get the ball, and he wants to go. And he's going to dribble, he's going to run in behind. If he's going to play at all, it's worth mentioning, like, we haven't seen much of it. As strike from distance from Accrington is blocked towards Liverpool's left-back position. So you've got to get the crossing, haven't you, of these?
Poor.
Yeah. Fatigue maybe as Darwin wins on the halfway line.
Well, Darwin. And now he can run play. He should have played him. He was asking for it there, Darwin. He wanted the return. Che wants to just be the metronome and just control the pace of things, which is fine. But Darwin wants his goal, man. Who's the captain now? It's a very good question. I'm not even keeping tabs on it. Probably.
I'll have a look for you if we can find out.
Maybe Jota? Tsimikas?
Maybe the goalie. I haven't seen an armband yet. I think it might be Jota. I think you give it to Jota.
Jota captain now, Terry says. So it's not Tsimikas. So yeah, I'm going to go with Jota then.
It shouldn't be Tsimikas.
Okay.
Just in general. I like him. I don't think he's a captain. As Liverpool go back to Quavine Kelleher, maybe out to Conor Bradley. Goes long. Who's he looking for?
Isn't Bradley captain of that? Is he?
No, he plays Northern Ireland.
Doesn't he the captain though? I'm sure he got given the armband.
Very young if he is, I don't know.
I'm sure he got given the armband.
I think I've just spotted an armband on Diogo Jota, so I'm guessing it might be him.
Who is on the Redmen Twitter at the moment? Why? What's going on the Twitter? Emma, talk to us.
Oh, what's happened on the Twitter?
What have we missed?
Let's have a look.
Because she's putting laughing faces. We need to see. 82 minutes played. Yeah, he is the captain for Northern Ireland.
It's Jamie. Oh, he's doing what was number one when someone was born. Trey and Yoni, Umbrella by Rihanna.
Rihanna and Jay-Z. I love that. Okay, we can't follow the commentary because we are the commentary. And if we followed the commentary, we'd get a copyright ban, something like that, yeah?
Okay, we're not listening to the commentary. You fucking hell, mate. Give us a break,
Where have you been?
If we had the commentary on you there, and then we'd get probably sued. Where are we on likes, by the way? We haven't got we got over 1,000, that's nice. Press the like button, everyone. Tell a friend to tell a friend and all that good stuff. Subscribe to the channel.
Let's get 1.5. There's over 3,000 of these in there.
Right, challenge for you all now.
I don't think they've got the minerals, Steve.
When we get to the 84th minute, the clock will start. The challenge is to get to 1,500 likes in 2 minutes. The clock starts in 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Like button, smash it now. We want to get to 1,500 likes before that clock gets to 86 minutes. Tell us in the chat once you've done it as well. Put your thumbs up in. Tell us how you pressed the button as well. Which digit did you use? Let us know. All of that good stuff right now. As Accrington Stanley steal the ball in the Liverpool half.
I'm going to do it too.
I mean, I'm at this point you haven't done it already, but we move. Goal kick to Liverpool. Henderson wanted the foul, didn't get it. I mean, listen, I challenged you. You just got there in 38 seconds.
Keep going. You've got 2 minutes.
Let's go for 2 5. Let's see where we can go.
Run it up.
Go.
Run it up.
Run the score up. Stat padders. Listen, we get judged on these kind of things, yeah. I'll tell Chris and Paul, doesn't
There'll
matter.
be no snacks next time. If
doesn't matter how when you get your goals, stat those pads. Pad those stats, whatever you want to say. Pad those stats is a better one. Stat those pads makes no sense. If anything, it sounds like something rude. As Liverpool win it, I mean, the goalkeeper's kick is poor. Jota,
that's nice.
Elliott leaves it for Bradley. I don't know why. Well, O'Connor might win it back in the box. Defender goes down, and referee does him a big favour. He looked tired there, did the big fella.
Chris Weeks, big thumbs up from Vegas.
Mike pressed it with his right thumb. Nice. Wobbly banana fingered that like button. That's how most people do it, I would say. I mean, there's too many
You've
people.
opened yourself up to it, yeah.
None of you's used your penis. Don't lie. You're not that gifted. No one with the ability to press a like button with their penis is watching us at 12 o'clock on a match day on a Saturday morning. We've got better things to do. You're on the OnlyFans or something.
Moots did it with his third leg.
You never? You're lying?
You're lying?
Don't believe
lying?
You're a liar. You're watching Accrington Stanley v Liverpool Watchalong on a Saturday afternoon. You're not.
You're not that happy. You're not that happy. Trust me, dog. You're not that happy.
And in fact, if you did, I'd be more worried. Why is it out?
I know what you're doing.
The fact that someone's got their penis out watching us on the internet, like, we're not that type of stream. Like, that isn't the vibe we're going for, boys and girls.
Oh, lovely. That's a nice vibe.
Nunes cuts inside.
Lovely.
Nunes
Lovely.
is worried and harried and goes down. Where's the ball?
Oh, lovely.
It's Jota. It's a Megs.
Megs.
Liverpool looking for a fourth. Chiesa shoots.
Yes. Oh, hits the post. But he's still alive. Don't give up.
Nunes keeps it alive.
Does well there, Nunes, because everybody else was just ball watching. Oh, poor
decision. Kick in the end. Oh, Federico Chiesa hits the post. He smiles. He can't believe that one. He went for the near post.
Goes through the legs again. He loves a little Megs, doesn't he?
Goalie was beaten. The post wasn't.
Not.
We got to, by the way, in those. We got to 1,700 likes. Thank you very much. Shall we go again? I enjoyed that.
Got a 90.
Can we get to 2K?
I think they've got it in them, you know. I half doubted them to begin with, but after 30 seconds...
No, yeah, I proved right.
Shut me
We'll
up.
come back to it as Accrington. Shot from distance straight.
Caught it, but it went straight.
When we get to the 88th minute, I'm gonna put the push on for 2K.
He said, "You bastard."
Yeah, he was desperate for that to go.
Yeah, he was.
And here, right.
I can lip read even
Get
if
your
I can't hear the
fingers, your
commentary.
thumbs, not that other stuff ready, because in 7 seconds' time, the Likeathon 2, return of the Likeathon, starts. 2, 1, go! We've got to the 90th minute. Let's get to 2K. Redmen 2K. The future is now. Press that button.
Alex, thank you.
As Liverpool go long, looking maybe trying to add that fourth goal. If they can get it so far, Federico Chiesa's come the closest, forcing a shot off the outside of the post. Let's go. Go.
Steve, tell the lovely people at home what we're doing after this full-time whistle.
Sure. So stick around after the full-time whistle. We've got the fan interactive show and we've got the player ranking show with your main man Errol doing both of those shows. And then over on Redmen plus me and Jamie, we've got the player ranking show. So yeah, get yourselves involved. Some fun to be had by all as Liverpool come forward again with Jayden Dans. Maybe someone who's desperate for a goal, who wants the goal. You'll find Chiesa comes across, loses out. Bit of a battle between Timmercast and the defender, and it's a foul.
To Liverpool. Liverpool got it first.
I think it was. Well. I mean, the likes haven't been nearly as affluent in this 2 minutes. Maybe everyone dried their likes up. We've got a minute left to get 103. I think you can do it. Let's go.
Oh, let's go. Is that Freddy?
Chiesa again. Federico Chiesa from distance.
Yes! Off the post this time!
That's an absolute worldie from Federico Chiesa. Daisy cutter into the far post. And finally, we waited a long time to see him. It took a while and he gets
Just
a
now
first
you see me,
goal in front of the cop and he took it really well. That's a delightful finish. What a moment for him.
Mate,
Press the like button for Feddy.
Yeah, if nothing else, he's and it's 4. Yes!
Oh, Errol's winning
Bingo.
Go on, we need the 5th now. He's from distance.
What?
I said we need the 5th.
That's for you, though.
No, you're happy. Yeah. Fuck you, Jay. You're lost. It's one of us now.
Threw his legs again. Threw his legs again off the post, but this time it ends up in the back of the net.
What a finish that is. Look at the fella behind the goal.
He was made up for him. Biggest fan.
Right, where are we on this clock? We need 40 more of these likes, by the way. Go, go, go.
Mamma mia.
The slot's delighted for his...
Freddy's here.
Chiesa.
Mamma mia, he's here. Woohoo. We love to see it.
And Federico.
Okay, we can have a conversation about him now.
5 minutes stoppage time for me to win. 4 minutes or so.
To stick? Stick or twist? Do Liverpool stick or twist, ladies and gents? Do we get the
Errol
fifth?
did say 4-0.
I said 4-0.
I said 5. There's 5 minutes stoppage time to go for Liverpool to try and get that fifth if they want it. Somewhat, I mean, I'm guessing somewhat.
David Hunt says, wow, lads, holograms just scored, and what an age we live in.
It was a really good goal.
It was a nice finish, to be fair to him. But you said that's his game, and you've been spot on.
Go. Here's Elliot. Liverpool do want that fifth. Connor Bradley down the line. Go and chase that Harvey in the last minute, mate. He does well as well.
And he's just pulled up. You've just done him dirty.
Did he pull up or
he's pulled up? No, I think he's pulled up.
Let's see. Oh, Megs by Connor Bradley. Cross comes in. Nearly an own goal. Corner, and nearly had it. I think he's fine, mate. Nearly had it. Was that Federico's first goal? Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
It was.
He had an assist on debut against West Ham. That was his first goal. Nearly a terrible own goal by Accrington. The goalie spares, oars, blushes. He tried to flick that away, went straight up towards the goalkeeper.
Oh, yeah, it would have went in as well.
It was definitely going in. Goalie did all right there.
Yeah, what a game this is. I said there'd be some midday madness. If you didn't check out the tweet, go check out the tweet.
It's been fun.
You know what I mean?
We've hit that 2k likes. Much love to the fam. Well done. People getting off
Man
on
at
the
the
top
match. Trent.
Interesting. Corner comes in. It's bouncing about. Goalie lets it go. Is that another corner? No, goal kick with Jaden Dans.
I love dance. Used to like that song. It was a banger.
Which one?
Like the French house song. I love dance.
Okay. Yeah. I'm unfamiliar.
Oh, it was a banger.
Yeah, no, it sounds like
it was a banger.
Yeah.
I'm sure Kanye did a remix of it as well, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Anyway.
No, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, Chiesa waving goodbye. Absolutely.
I think you're saying thanks. Sorry.
Thanks for waiting, being patient.
Yeah. Appreciate the love. Accrington then looking for a consolation of their own as Timmercast is surely getting fouled. Yeah. Come on, ref.
Gaz Wilkins says tune. Yeah, if you know, you know. You know what I mean? Get it on your Spotify or your Apple Music.
Is that going to be a corner or is that a goal kick?
Stream providers.
And Liverpool have a goal kick with just 2.5, maybe 3 minutes.
Stick around. Let's get some of your man of the matches because that one, the TV has just told us that it was Trent. But it'll be interesting to have a little bit of a conversation about it.
The Brit sniper, did Chiesa scream Gerrard when he hit that? I don't think he did. I think he thought, thank fuck for that. I've noticed that every game he's played, though, you know, he gets a lot of shots. He finds himself in on goal a lot. I don't know if that's coincidence. Obviously isn't. Their goalie's down now.
Just blow the whistle. Just blow the whistle, ref.
Has he got cramp or is he injured?
He's just trying to milk it. He's like, it's the best day of my life. I don't want this to end. But I do. I want to get out.
You haven't got no subs left, have they? No. You didn't need it. Okay, we're gonna wait for the goal. We've got a goalie injured, sorry guys, so.
And he's drinking water. Yo, he is literally like, this is the best day of my life. I am not going. I am literally
just
chilling. He's gonna have to like stretch me off out of this place.
I'm surprised Trent got that man of the match. I thought he was good in the first half, but he scored a really good goal. Endo was good, but I think if you win 4-0, you probably aren't going to give it to the centre back. Because he had a lot. He didn't have a lot to do. He played well, but he wasn't so busy.
Fair enough.
I think most of them have been fine. Elliot's been good.
Yeah. Sound.
Yeah. Sound. But yeah, that's the thing. When you play like this type of game, it's just like, it's been chill, hasn't it?
Ref, blow the whistle now. I think we're all happy enough. So we've seen enough.
We go again.
We've seen enough.
We've got an injured goalie, and then I wonder if will he play on the minutes of that injury, or will he just think?
The football terrace says young Rio looks class.
Shout out.
We see you.
That'd be Terry, won't it? You think?
KJ, maybe. Don't know.
Nice one. As Liverpool have the ball back, will the ref play on those? Because the injury and incident, we'll think, it's 5 minutes, it's a cup game, who cares?
All right.
We'll find out in due course.
Yep.
If he's going by the book, There's probably like another 2 minutes or so left in this game. If he's free, isn't it? Thinks, fuck it. He might just knock it on the head. As Harvey Elliott
gets a free kick. And that should be that. But yeah, Rio does look like a player. The song is Allah's Dance. I know that's the song, but like, we're Scouts, you know what I mean? Scouts, not English. It's I love dance.
Yeah, the rest decides, you know what, who cares?
That's it.
Liverpool 4, Accrington Stanley 0. Errol got the prediction right. The Reds go through to the fourth round of the FA Cup, thanks to goals from Diogo Jota, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Jaden Dance, Federico Chiesa. That is that all done. Thanks so much, guys. That was a really fun stream. Yeah, maybe Trent got man of the match because you want to speak to him on the interview. Yeah, that might be. That's clever.
Wow, I see what you did there.
ATB, you're playing forwards each year. Keep an eye out on that one. Makes perfect sense why they've wanted to do that. Either way, yeah, thanks very much for joining us. That was a really, really, really fun stream.
Stick around.
Absolute boss. Don't go anywhere. A quick break, and then the main man to my left will be sat right here, giving your guys' thoughts on everything you've seen from that game, contracts, transfers, the works, but it should mainly be about the game. Thanks for watching. See you soon.
Hello there, just want to tell you what you could win if you were in our Club Legend prize draw for January. This is a biggie. We're starting the new year off with a bang. It's this, a signed Liverpool shirt signed by Ian Callaghan, proper Liverpool royalty, the record appearance maker for the Reds, 857 appearances he made. Not all in this shirt, you'll be glad to know, but if you want to get yourself a chance of winning this, head to redmenplus.com, sign up as a Club Legend or upgrade your existing subscription and you might just be the lucky winner.
Hey, I am absolutely delighted to say that The Man Who Stole the World Cup, the book written by my dad, published by myself this year, is available now to buy. You can get the limited edition signed version exclusively on redmenmerch.com. When they are sold out forever. There is a simple way of getting it as well. You can get it on Amazon in a hardback print to order version, or the Kindle edition is available on there as well. The Man Who Stole the World Cup is a fun, adventure-packed time travel story about kids from Liverpool pulled from Liverpool's double winning season in 85-86 into the plot to steal the Jules Rimet World Cup trophy in 1966 that would ruin football for all time, and three adventurers set about making sure that they can save football in their time and in all future times as well. Something to be enjoyed by children, by young adults, and actually anyone who's got a little bit of love for football and geeky culture in their lives. Yes, get it. It's a perfect stocking filler for someone you love in your life this Christmas. The Man Who Stole the World Cup. You'll love it.
Hello there, just want to tell you what you could win if you were in our Club Legend prize draw for January. This is a biggie. We're starting the new year off with a bang. It's this, a signed Liverpool shirt signed by Ian Callaghan, proper Liverpool royalty, the record appearance maker for the Reds, 857 appearances he made. Not all in this shirt, you'll be glad to know, but if you want to get yourself a chance of winning this, head to redmenplus.com, sign up as a Club Legend or upgrade your existing subscription and you might just be the lucky winner.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the Redmen TV. It is Errol once again. I've been here all afternoon watching the Watchalong with Steve, with James, and Liverpool are now into the fourth round of the FA Cup after successfully navigating their way past Accrington Stanley 4-0. Goals from Diogo Jota, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Jaden Dance, and the late one to wrap it all up, tied in a little bow, Federico Chiesa. Wonderful afternoon, really enjoyable. Some nice bits of football, some good displays there, some young talent on display as well. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. This show is all about you. It is the Fan Interactive, so do let us know. Let's get your feedback. How do you think the game went? What would you have liked to have seen anything different? Did Liverpool do enough? What is your general feeling and gist after that game? Because for me personally, it was a very professional performance from Liverpool Football Club. The way that we took control of the game early, stamped our authority into the game, and didn't really have to get out of second gear in order to achieve, the result at the end of the day. We found it through a counter-attack, something that Liverpool have been so prolific at doing a number of times this season, and being able to catch teams cold. The pace and the power that we've got, good precision at the end, through ball from Dominic Szoboszlai into Darwin Núñez. Darwin Núñez, there he goes. That's who gets Trent's shirt. Darwin Núñez then plays the pass straight across into Jota's path. Jota couldn't really miss it. Farah says, Errol and Steve are back in business and we're back to winning ways. I know it's felt like an age since I've sat on a watch-along and since Liverpool have scored, but it's only been a week, so a lot can change. The mood around the club can change as well. Accrington Stanley, first and foremost, congratulations. Big up yourselves. You lads should be very, very proud of the performance that you've put in. You showed a lot of heart, a lot of courage. There was a couple of moments there as well, which you'll probably be left having nightmares over, because you could have done a little bit better. But I think, the quality of Liverpool showed through in the end. So I do want to give a little shout out to the lads from Accrington, all of the lads there. Massive, massive congratulations. Well done. Hopefully that is a day that you lads remember for the rest of your lives. Well deserved. Hope you've enjoyed it. Soak up this moment. Relish it with your friends and family. And congratulations and all the best for the rest of your season as well. But it had to be done. Liverpool had to do the business. Yusuf Ahmed said it was just a training session. No, put some respect on Accrington's name, man. I enjoyed that. Yeah, Mr. Monkey says, I enjoyed it as well. Yeah, exactly. Sam says, Dan's looked like he's gained a yard of pace. A really good player. Yeah, Jayden Dan's. He's exciting. He is someone that I am really excited by, to be honest with you, because of the way that he plays and moves. He's got a little bit of power to him now as well, and he feels like he's bulked out a little bit since we've seen him through a couple of performances this time last year, and it was a really, really strong cameo from him as well. Kristofsky says, perfect game. We won, we saw goals, played young lads, and no annoying injuries. Yeah, touch wood, there have been no annoying injuries, and everybody comes away unscathed. But it was an enjoyable game, to be honest with you. 2 goals in the first half, 2 goals in the second half. Let's talk about some performances. Who do you really want to look into in a little bit more detail? Because I would like to start with the young Rio. I think we spoke about it a little bit in the watch-along, what people make of his performance today, because I just thought he was an exciting player. And I know that he's very, very raw. There's a lot that needs to be refined within his all-round game, but I just thought in terms of his level of confidence and some of his quality on the ball as well, and his energy and dynamism was top-notch to see, really, because to back yourself, to have that ability and to have that belief, it takes a lot of doing, and not everybody can take to the pitch with that much, that much grace, really, in a sense. A lot of people can become shrinking violent. The occasion can overwhelm you to an extent, and I think it's worth noting that he really did step up, and in that first half, he looked really explosive and looked to have quite a few good moments. Obviously, he starts to fade in that second half. I think that's because of the introduction of Chiesa. There's a lot more movement down that right-hand side, and a lot more of our patterns of play predominantly start to build up from that right-hand side. So he finds it a little bit harder to work himself into the game. But for his appearance in that, that first 45 minutes towards an hour, I thought he did very well, and it was quite exciting. And I hope this is the first of many performances that he gets for Liverpool in the red shirt. So let me know some of your thoughts on that. Neil King Mason says, thank you very much for the super chat. I do appreciate it. Kiesa's talent is still there. I just hope he can remain fit for the year. Dan's needs to be in the first team. Errol, we need you on every watch along. I mean, it's not possible that I'm here on every single watch along, but I do enjoy the watch alongs. Absolutely, I do enjoy being here with you guys, being able to speak to the community, getting a feel for how you guys are feeling. And if I'm nervous, then it's time to be nervous. But if I'm calm and relaxed, usually it's because Liverpool are in a good place. Someone's just put there, hello, the spaghetti mafia. Yeah, absolutely. We've all waited. I think we've been very patient. We've all had to wait. He's tested my patience in particular. I'm not gonna lie, Freddie has tested my patience at times. But the boy done his job today. He was on job. He done his thing. A lot of credit. Got to give him a lot of credit for that because that was an excellent finish. Ross, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Yeah, there's a few good performances from Liverpool today. It wasn't just young Rio there, on the wing. There was performances all round that I thought were really well done. I think one of the things that I give Sloth for was he still managed to maintain the balance of the team, because we didn't go completely with a young, untested team which might not have had the right level of chemistry. That team to begin with, to go out and really attack the game and manage the first half, they seem to have that balance. Trent, he picks up the TV's man of the match. You let us know in the comments, do you think Trent deserves to be man of the match? I personally thought Endo, the way that he marshalled that back line, that leadership quality that he was there, and I know he wasn't alone in that because Tsimikas is there and Trent's on the other side, but I just thought he was really, really mature. His reading of the game, his anticipation of certain moments, and when he needed to step up, step into tackles, read the ball nice and early, I thought he was very good off on the whole today. And though he didn't put a foot wrong, very mature performance from him, very commanding performance as well, which was really good to see. We're just watching some of the young lads now do a little bit of a warm down on the pitch, which we don't always quite often get to see, but obviously they still got to do warm downs to obviously make sure that they maintain peak fitness. Yeah, Christopher C says Errol Dans. He is a prospect. He's a hot prospect, and Liverpool have got a crop of young talent that again should really be pushing, doing their thing. Trent smiling, we love to see it, but they should really be pushing and wanting to work with this first team, get opportunities. When they get opportunities on the pitch, they should be taking their opportunities as well. And it was really, really good to see. Yeah, Oysen says McConnell looked great when he came on. He does. Yes, Steve was waxing lyrical about him as well in the watch-along. Really, really likes him. Very, very talented. You can see it. C-Max says, we know why they picked Trent with a little wink face. Yeah, I didn't even deep it like that, but when you say, yo, DS want to speak to him and do a little interview? Yeah, maybe there's something in that. Yeah, Christian says, I thought the whole team was great. Tsimikas didn't put a foot wrong either and played some Trent-level crosses. Yeah, Luke, we just had our little thoughts on Rio's performance as well. Let us know your thoughts on his performance. I thought it was a really solid performance, guys, in the chat. Get some feedback over to Luke as well. Let us know what you thought of his performance, because for a 16-year-old to make that kind of debut and to produce that level of quality in a debut, the amount of take-ons that he had, I'd love to see some individual numbers from him as well. So if anybody wants to do the buttons while I'm doing this to the camera and let us know if he did any take-ons, anything like that, that'd be good. Let's see what kind of player ratings we're looking. David LFC, thank you very much for the super chat. Endo looked really sharp, played very well. Trent's goal was a top-class finish. All round very good game. Accrington did themselves proud. Yeah, big up. I think that is a takeaway that we should definitely promote in that respect, because I think they did. They came, they showed, they played with a lot of courage and character. They gave it a go, and you know what? When it got to the 30, thought, you know what? Let's give it a go, and if we're going to get beef 3-0, we may as well get beef 4-5 by trying to get a goal and get back into the game. So I've got a lot of time and a lot of respect for them in that gaze. Let's get straight to Trent Alexander-Arnold, man of the match, because he's Trent Alexander-Arnold, nothing else. I don't know if I agree with that. I think obviously Trent's goal in the first half was out of the top drawer. I also think that there was a lot of passes in that first half as well. There was a few switches. There was a couple of moments. Again, that conducting, and it was a bit of a mature performance. I don't really think Liverpool had to overexert themselves to, reinforce their dominance in that type of game. And I think when you're captaining the team, to just kind of keep everybody on the same page and make sure that everybody is controlled and measured where it needs to be, and nobody's being a little bit rash or losing their head. I think, a lot of that comes from the captain there leading from the front. However, I don't believe he would have been my man of the match. So I think there might be something in the whole Trent media thing as well that you might have to look into. But who knows? Jerome with the super chat says, so happy for Fede, and Enzo was a Yazuke. Yeah, I hope that's like a good word in Japanese, and I've not just dissed them, but I don't think it will have been. Yeah, Gino says, Nunes made a great assist, and he did. He put it on a plate for Jota, and that's what you want, really. And yeah, in an ideal world, you'd have wanted it to be the roles reversed, but at the end of the day, we expected there to be some level of link up, so I'm glad that there was. Edwin Gonzalez, thank you very much with the super chat as well. He says, yo, my dude, Errol is back. I thought McConnell looked good. I feel like Chiesa has something, and I want to see if he can be a consistent contributor. Yes, that's all we want. Be fit and available, because you are first team quality. Be fit and available for every single match day, and when certain players need a little bit of a rest, or if we do need, a different way of trying to score, or something different with an extra bit of quality, you can come in and prove your worth for us. And that's all I'm expecting of you between now and the end of the season. And if you can chip in and do that, credit to you. But I don't want you here today, gone tomorrow type attitude where you come into these type of games and then I don't see you now until March. No, lad, I need to see you in matchday squads from here on out consistently, and then chipping in when required as well along the way. Face off all, thank you, Faye. She's a long time viewer of the channel. Says, Errol, Endo was boss at the back. Chiesa looks good. Let's go with a great goal. Yeah, it was a great finish, and that's it. Now, hopefully that gives him the confidence to say, I've actually just scored in front of the Kop. This is how it feels. I've got a little bit of a bug for it now, and let's continue. Yeah. This is one where it will be interesting to have this conversation, so do let us know. Harvey's body language was concerning for me. I hope he doesn't leave. Yeah, I don't know if he's just a little bit short on confidence at the moment, Harvey Elliott, because he's not normally himself, and in games of this ilk, years gone by, we've seen Harvey Elliott being kind of the one that runs it in terms of that creative spark and that creative flair. And I don't know whether because Rio was on the pitch, he was, the moment was passed over to him and he was slightly overlooked in that, because we expect him to be a little bit more senior now and just be a part of that fold. He's been around the first team, he knows his role, he knows what is expected of him. It's actually interesting to see Jaden Dan's doing the interview from a Liverpool perspective over there with the guys from the FA Cup. I know he gets a goal, but maybe their plans backfired. Who knows? But yeah, from a Harvey Elliott's perspective, I was hoping he would come into his own and really leave his mark on this game, and he was fine. The performance was okay. Probably for me underperformed ever so slightly, but it's understandable. He's not been fully fit for the longest of time. He's just coming back into the first team, trying to make his way back into the squad. Yeah, so it was interesting. Oy Sinclair comes back with another comment saying, Fede looked hungry for that goal. Hopefully he can stay fit, and I think he will be the key to helping us lift the Prem. Well, hopefully, because that's all any of us want. We'll lift that Prem come the end of the season, and we'll give everybody the good grace, you know what I mean? Darwin can stay forever if we win the Prem. Joking. Yeah, Shipscat says it's Jade and Dan's on the telly. It is, yeah. Christopher Campbell says, I thought Endo was so good in defence. He has been boss as a centre-back. Very good role for him in the position that makes him a good defender. Yeah, absolutely. Sam also says, I agree about Elliott's body language. Hopefully it's just frustration. Yeah. Marvin Brown says, it was just another day at the office. It felt like that, to be fair. I'm glad that Liverpool was able to be professional. They didn't get above themselves. They didn't roll out there and strut their stuff as if to say that they'd won before the ball was even kicked. They knew that there was a job that needed to be done. So, yeah, Liverpool fan made in China says there's murder on the dance floor. Yeah, he's brilliant, and he is a real talent as well. But like I said, there's a couple of players there for Liverpool that you could talk about in that same bracket of talent. Rio coming in, you've got Trey, you've got McConnell, you've got Dan's, there's quite a few. We've got quite a healthy little roster there that's still with the squad, and then there are those that are, applying their trade elsewhere at this moment in time that will come back in the summer, I'm sure, and all want to prove themselves capable and get back into Arnie Slot's plans. What was Darwin's performance like apart from the assist? I thought Darwin's all-round play today was good, to be fair to him. it wasn't a frightening performance from Darwin where you thought, well, bloody hell, where's this guy been all season? But, you know, he didn't really make too many bad decisions. Yeah, the keeper makes a good save. There's one where he balloons it over the bar, but any striker can do that when he don't get the right level of contact. I think he makes a good couple of runs a few times, doesn't always get, you know, fed in with the ball. There was a couple of good link-up moments, and I think that's one of the things that I wanted to see more than anything else from Darwin was the link-up play today, because there needed to be someone that we wanted to provide that service for, and I know that Darwin provides the service for Jota, but in terms of linking things up and the passes, he was busy, he was a handful. You know, you turn around and think, you know, people say there, you know, it's £85 million for the player, but I think he was fine. You know, yeah, it's just the finishing. It just seemed to be a little bit wasteful, and yeah, I can take that, because it was, you'd expect him to have a little bit more composure in moments. There was one in the first half which cannons back to him, and I would just anticipate in that moment that he just has a little bit more composure, calm. Like, those lads were flying in and putting bodies on the line because they was at panic stations, and Darwin had the opportunity to just calm it, set himself and strike the ball clean, and he doesn't do any of that really, and he is very wasteful in that moment. So yeah, but as in says, the hold up play was good, the passing looked better from Darwin. I would tend to agree with that as well. Someone else though on the other side of things says, I think Darwin's time at Liverpool was up, we should look at sending him onto another club and sign somebody else. Again, fair if that's how you feel, and I can understand why people might think he might not be the level required for Liverpool Football Club, so that's absolutely fine. Yeah, that's it. He got the assist, not going to be too harsh. He contributed, he was a part of the team, he done his job for us today. Lucas says, I'm so happy for Chiesa and Dan's today. Yeah, I was that close to writing off Chiesa. If he didn't get on the pitch today, I thought that was it. And then it was almost a double-edged sword, because it was like, if you don't get on the pitch, you're done, lad. You know what I mean? I don't see a way back for you. You know, a 16-year-old has taken one of the potential spaces and places you could have played in that game, and you don't get a look in from the bench. Had the writings on the wall almost. But then when I looked at it from the other aspect of things, it was like, and then if you do get on and you don't contribute and you don't really prove your worth, that can equally be as damaging to Brand Chiesa. So it was a calculated risk from Slot that, yeah, I'm going to have to hold you back, and then I'm going to have to get you into the game. But at the same time, the faith from the manager into the player, and the player then saying to the manager, right, well, this is what I'm capable of doing. It was almost like the perfect balance of challenge there. You might not start the game, but you're going to finish the game. When you finish the game, I want you to come off on a high. And I think he was able to do that. So am I going to write him off at this stage right now? No, he's came in, he's chipped in, he's contributed today, but that has to be the going rate now. You know, that has to be more of a continuum for you now, Chiesa. You've got to continue to prove your worth. You've got to continue to stay fit. You've got to continue to get into match day squads in order to be able to add value to this squad as a whole, because between now and the end of the season, we are going to need you. And look, if you've got finishes like that in your locker, lad, you've got quality. Make no mistake about it. Do you know what I mean? Like, let's not get it twisted. I ain't trying to just, I'm not dubbing him a bum out here that's not capable. Like, it's never been that. It's just about your availability. And the best ability is availability. So if you're available, I know that we've got a quality asset that we can rely on off the bench, and I'm fine with that. Like, I'm not going to lose my head if I see you on the bench week in, week out. I lose my head when you just go missing, you ghost us. Nobody likes to be ghosted. Like, it's 2025. Like, you know, let's do things properly. And that's it there. That's Liam Daly says it. You know what? Can only do that if he gets selected. Tottenham would have been the perfect game for him. And again, you know, we wasn't very good in midweek, and you would have probably said, yeah, Tottenham should have been the perfect game for him, really. So that's the next challenge now. How can we build on this from a perspective from Darwin Núñez? How can he build on it? Hopefully, this is the big one. Ibu being fit, that's what I do hope coming into next week. He is fit and firing, so he's able to get in against Forest on Tuesday, because again, that's going to be, you know, battle at the top there, first versus second in the Premier League. So it is going to be a big game. Waffy says Dan should go on loan for the remainder of the season. Now that he's fit, we might keep him around between now and the end of January, and we might review it in the last week. And his camp and Liverpool's camp might think that might be the best play for him, because he definitely needs to be playing regular football now if he is going to be fit, because the kid's got it. He has got talent, and he has got that level. And I think this season isn't going to be that season for him ultimately, but next season that's what he should probably be setting his sights on. How do I become a good headache for Arne Slot? How does he look and think, I've got to be able to use this lad more often and frequently? So I completely agree. It might be a loan. Someone said, he can't build on it. I don't get you. Why can't he build on it? There's nothing stopping him. He's not being sold. He's not being kicked out. I'm not writing him off. I'm just saying, if you're going to add value to this squad, you have to be able to build on it from now on. Like, it's just facts. You know what I mean? Like, that's just the reality of it. Someone saying loan Dan's to Southampton in the chat. Yeah, Lucas saying that Quanta looked a lot more confident today, which is good. He needed that. He definitely didn't look sick, which was a big bonus. Rube says, I say the next cup tie should determine whether we keep him or put him out on loan. I imagine that's in relation to Jayden Danns. And yeah, again, obviously, if Liverpool get another favourable draw in the 4th round, we might want some of these young lads in and amongst the squad to be able to go to field and go for bat again for Liverpool. If Liverpool end up with a Premier League opposition, if we end up with an Arsenal or a Man City, a Tottenham, whatever that might look like, there might be better options available for him in terms of where he's going to get minutes between now and the end of the season. What else have we got? Yes, Asu says he is a gem for the making, and we're hoping so. We everyone touts him as someone who's got a really high ceiling, and boy, that's what we want. Do you know what I mean? Frightening player, prospect, and I said it before, he would have not been starting the 3rd round at the FA Cup for Chelsea had he stayed down in London. The fact that he's moved, that was part of the gamble, because it was work hard, get opportunities in Liverpool's first team squad 2024-2025 season. He's been able to do that, and this is just the start for him, so let's just hope it continues to grow. Liam Daly says, I love Enyoni's ability on the ball. First instinct is to split the lines and progressive forward. Yeah, his progressive passes are just, exceptional at times for someone with such, a young age. To show that level of ability on the ball is fantastic. And again, I keep going back to the fact that we've got this little crop and roster of these young players that are really exciting. We want them to all flourish and grow into this side at some point. It just depends. See what happens and if we can make that a reality as well, and if they can make it a reality, more importantly. Yeah, and he kind of hit the nail on the head there for me, if I'm being honest with you, bro. He says the Nunes chat is a little bit boring. Just get behind the player, lads. And that's it, lads and ladies. Liverpool win 4-0. He's involved in, a couple of the goals in that respect. He definitely gets an assist for one of them as well. He has a good performance. The lads have a good performance. Just get behind him while he's got a red shirt on. And I'm a proper Nunes fan. That's the worst thing about it. I am a proper Nunes fan. I would love him. And I think it's because of my love for Luis Suarez. Just thinking that raw passion from those Uruguayans and those South American footballers is just unmatched. And if you can just hone that rawness and that ability and turn it into something, there's a diamond in the rough with someone like Nunes. And after time, you just want to give him a hug and just tell him that everything's going to be all right. And yeah. Adam Harrison. I don't know if you're trolling me. And if you are, you're trying to break me heart, lad. And no, nobody needs that right now. But says, Errol, have you heard the Napoli player? I'm not going to butcher his name either. Cravadonna is what I'm going to call him. Has asked to leave Napoli, and he's agreed terms with PSG. TalkSport have just announced it. Yeah, I did hear something about verbally agreeing terms with PSG, but his representatives are meant to be flying into France early next week to discuss. We'll see what happens with that, to be honest with you. And if France is, I thought it would be PSG that'd end up with them. They desperately need some sort of quality forward at the moment to play either on that left or right hand side. that would seem to make sense if the money's right as well. They could definitely afford him in terms of his wage. I think he's on buttons over at Napoli as well in terms of what he's getting as a week. Buttons comparatively to other footballers of that level. I should probably frame that a little bit better, because let's be honest, footballers don't get paid buttons. There'd be some very fucking expensive buttons if that was the case. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, you can imagine he'd be getting a healthy package if he did move to PSG. PSG, Quadbot says PSG will offer the cash. I don't think we would match it. Who knows? Depends what the appetite is, and depends how desperate we would want it. But yeah, Neil Pryor says that PSG would be a step down. Who knows? We'll see what next week happens. January's going to be full of rumours. I didn't expect Liverpool, personally, my own opinion, not promoted by anybody else, but I did not necessarily think Liverpool would be doing that much business this January anyway. Yeah, Robin Whitby says, yeah, there'd be some diamond looking buttons. Or facts, bro. We'll slide into his DMs once Napoli accept PSG's offer. Hopefully. Errol, when do you think that Dan starts to get the bench striker role on a permanent basis? Again, I think we go back to the next round of the FA Cup draw conversation there. If it is favourable, there's a likelihood that he might stay with Liverpool between now and the end. I think there's a strong likelihood that he stays anyway to just be in and around the squad, but there could be that likelihood that he stays if there's a favourable draw. And I think there might be a couple of moments as we go towards the back end of the stretch where we might be thin in terms of bodies potentially, and then he could be somebody that gets brought in. But then equally, I think you're going to start to see that more on a consistent basis from next season. If he just keeps his head down and he keeps working hard, I think he got what it takes. There's definitely a player in there, and there's somebody that gets it as well. And I would love that. But ladies and gents, do stick around, because there's still 2,000 of you nearly watching. So big up everybody that is watching the stream still. I hope you guys are all in a good mood. Hope we've set the tone right for the Saturday. The weekend is weekending, ladies and gents. We can all just chill. That Dad Pool says he's sensing Lucho to Spurs vibes. Was dead set for the signing for Spurs until we showed up and turned his head. And if we need to do that as well, because there's going to be contract talks about Diaz down the road, not 100% sure if he'll get another contract or re-sign with the conditions that Liverpool offer and put on the table, which means that then potentially Liverpool may end up in the market. So if the opportunity does come, let's go get our target now. We've seen Liverpool do negotiations and deals of that nature before, so don't rule it out. But at this moment in time, I wouldn't set yourselves up. Don't put all your eggs into the Cravadonna basket, because I don't want to see you all heartbroken in that sense. But yeah, stick around, because we are going to go over do your player ratings. Let me know you thought your man of the match is. Some player ratings, we're going to rank them. Probably going to do that in a couple of moments. So unless anybody else has got any other talking points that you want to go, do we go and get a DM? Ooh, it's up in the air. I don't think we do. I'd love us to get a DM just to give Gravenberch a little bit of respite, because I think Slot's probably seen more that Endo is more comfortable being a utility defender than that utility DM for us in the way that he wants the squad to play. So I don't think we do, but I'd love us to. It's Harry says, who do you think our best player was today? I personally think Trent was class. It's hard to say who the best player was, because I was really impressed with what Endo did when he was on the pitch. But then equally, Trent did have that quality, and he does have that class. So yeah, there is maybe a little bit of a toss-up. I thought Tyler Morton potentially had a bit of a quiet game. Right-hand side, Harvey played okay. Yeah. Join us over at the player rankings, and we'll get into it. Let's get into it. Endo for me, Trent was good, plus the worldie. Baldwin says we're going to go for Zubi again. Zubi do. Where are you? That's what I want to know. But anyway, right, ladies and gentlemen, let's wrap up the interactive. Let's get over there, do some rankings, and then let's go enjoy the rest of our Saturday, while not. So thank you very much for watching. I have been your host, Errol, and I'll be your host again over there. So see you in a sec.
If I'd have just done that.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the Redmen TV. I am your host, Errol. We are going to go through your player rankings. You have been here before, come on, you know. Get yourselves comfortable, pop the kettle on, whatever it takes. We're going to do them, boss, sound, and are you messing? What's going on? What's good? Let's start with the goalkeeper. Let's not waste no time. Keith Kelleher. Again, it was a fine performance from Kelleher today. There wasn't a great deal for him to do. There's nothing that sticks out in the mind where I thought, ooh, or I winced at the telly or anything like that when we were doing the watch-along. Thought it was a sound enough performance. There wasn't any big moments where he had to make any real big saves either. Yeah, for that reason, I'm just going to go safe and sound. Safe and sound with Kelleher. Is everybody okay? Yeah, Kelleher's just a chill guy. Baldwin said it there in the chat. Just a chill guy. Owen says he's boss. But yeah, Baldwin says just a chill guy. Jonty says Kelleher sound. Yeah, I'm fine with that, to be honest with you, because there wasn't any particular reason today where Kelleher needed to be boss. And had there been any of those moments, I'm sure he would have knew the assignment and been all over it. But for what he had to do, given there wasn't a lot, I thought he was sound. Okay, I'm going to go left back first and we'll work our way across that way. Purely because I know there's going to be conversation about Trent being man of the match. So, Tsimikas, ladies and gents, let us know in the chat what you thought of Tsimikas' performance today. Again, I thought, considering the player in front of him, especially on that left-hand side, was a young Rio. I thought he might have been exposed a little bit sometimes in that defensively from that first half, but I thought he was really good today, to be honest with you. I thought some of the quality, some of the corners, probably a little bit dodgy on the corners, and he's usually really good when it comes to dead ball, set piece deliveries. Outside of that, though, I thought his all-round play, some of his balls, some of the playing in terms of playing it forward, breaking those lines with some of those key passes, I thought was pretty good. I'm going to say he put in a low boss performance. He's there for me. He's tethering. Yeah, I've got people saying, Shane Rogers saying high sound. Robin Whitby saying sound boss. I've got Ryan Higgins saying low boss. Gibbs saying did the job, nothing too immense. Yeah, obviously when you win 4-0 and you keep a clean sheet, I think that always, you've got to big the defenders up in that respect as well. You kind of got to give them credit for that. And I just thought as well, some of the ability on the ball, there was a lot of possession. I think to me in that first half, I don't think a player touched the ball as much as Tsimikas. And I do believe as a result of that, I am quite happy to say that he was in the boss category, because if you're on the ball that much, you've got that much control, you've got that much time to pick all of those passes, and the other team aren't really exposing you or getting you turning back towards your own goal, you're probably doing a lot of the right things in the right moments as well. So yeah, damn near perfect, didn't really put a foot wrong. If you're not going to get a boss performance for that, when are you going to get a boss performance as well, in my eyes, ladies and gents? Let's go over to, we'll go Kwanzaa, because I think there's a conversation to be had about the defenders potentially being men of the match. So we'll go over to Kwanzaa, a lad who in recent weeks has looked like he has had a real lack of confidence and belief in himself and his own ability. This time last year, his trajectory was up here. He was so confident. He had so much belief in himself. And he was just walking around like 10 foot tall because he'd started the season so well and he'd went from strength to strength. It almost felt like it's been a real reversal of fortunes this season for Jarell Kwanzaa, and he struggled at times to really get his quality back to the level that he was last season and really reinforce himself within this squad. And he has held bench quite often. understandably why. You know, there's been Konate's been phenomenal for us this season as well. Joe Gomez, when he's came in through certain injuries, he's been fantastic for us. So for such a young lad to be so heavily featured in the Liverpool squad anyway is remarkable. But today I felt like this has probably been his best performance in a red shirt this season for me. And again, you can say, all right, he's all up against League 2 opposition, but he still has to go out there and do the job. He still has to go out there and not put a foot wrong. He has to go out there and command and be dominant. And in the end, that back line, is it only Tsimikas that ends up as being like that scene? You want to know Bradley's in there as well, but Bradley's young, McConnell's young, Quansah's young. So he does the whole 90. I thought he was very good, passing forward, low boss, happy sound. I want to give this guy a little bit of confidence as well. I think there is cause to say that he was. That was a boss performance from Quansah in the sense that it's been a year in the making, really, because his form probably dips off towards the back end of the season ever so slightly. He almost feels as if he's going to be that go-to. Or to be fair, actually, his form towards the back end of the season is probably the best it had been for a while, and then it dips at the start of the season for us. So yeah, love Quansah doing the Matip impressions, John. I love that comment. Yeah, because there was a couple of moments like that, and he picked those moments really well because he's seen that there was the areas and the space to expose and run into, and he was quite comfortable doing that and comfortable on the ball. So that was really good to see. So yeah, low boss on and around. He's flirting on that line. People are saying higher, move him up higher again. Is he there with Tsimikas? Is he? We're getting there. I think we're lining up where it needs to be. Yeah, Lucas says good passing movements going forward. Quansah has to circumnavigate Konate. Remember, he will be fine. Yes. Higher than Quansah, just all right. Let's marry them up and just say boom. Both of those two, fantastic. We're happy with them. They're both closer to Boston than they were sound. Everybody happy? I'm happy. Are you happy? Let's move on. Right. I will go Endo, the centre-half partner. I thought he was brilliant. I'm not even going to make any bones about it. For me, Endo is right up there as boss today. He bossed it. He was the chief master don back there, just doing bits for Liverpool Football Club today. And again, if you would have told me mid-October into November that Endo's best performances for Liverpool Football Club this season would come as a centre-half, I probably would not have believed you. I'd have probably doubted you. I'd have been like, yo, what are you smoking sometimes? But when you deep it now, you look at it, you actually look back and see where he's played the majority of his games in his career. He has spent a lot of time playing as a centre-half, and he doesn't look like a fish out of water. He looks very comfortable there. The one thing that I worry about in terms of Premiership level and being ready is maybe the pace. Will the pace of the Premier League catch him out in that position? But in a game like this today, where he was able to read, scan, and anticipate so much going into those key areas where he has to battle and get on the ball, he was more than capable of being able to do that. And I just thought he possessed his own calming aura to an extent. I think that people in the Watchalong sensed it. I definitely sensed it. The crowd didn't never seem too edgy. He keeps it safe. He ticks it over from that back line as well. I thought he was a rock in the heart of our defence there. And Lucas, he says it, rock of our defence today, calm and composed. Yeah. Zane says he brings a calmness to the back. Man of the match and a leader for me. Endo, my man of the match. Mr. Reliable, solid as a rock. Yeah. Our samurai captain he is. He's a real warrior though, is Endo. And I rate it. I rate his thing, and I genuinely thought you'd probably see a little bit more of him in midfield. He might be there to give Gravenberch a little bit of respite here and there throughout certain games where Slot just thinks, yeah, we'll have enough. Don't necessarily need a bit more of a progressive six. We've got someone that can kind of be a little bit more of a destroyer as well, and I can utilise that, but he doesn't want that. But the fact that he can go in and not have to be so much of a wrecking ball from a defensive standpoint and being in that back line, I thought that was fantastic today. ITV's man of the match, Trent Alexander-Arnold, worldy finish, our kid. Unbelievable, brilliant. That finish, so just that killed the tie. It was done. At 1-0, you could argue it was done. You know what I mean? But you're never 100% sure. That finish, top bins, off the post, exceptional. It was absolutely exceptional. It was an exquisite finish. And yeah, again, the quality, the outstandingness. You was the captain today, bro. You had to go out there and lead by example. You've got the keys to the city, kid. This is your club. You are the heir to the throne. Make no mistake about it. And I'm not ready for this to be over. I'll be honest. So do whatever it takes. Fix up. Tell Jude, yo, babe, just chill. Wait for me another day. I've got unfinished business here at Liverpool Football Club because I am not ready to let you go, Trent. I don't think Liverpool fans on the whole are ready to let you go. When you possess that much quality and you are world class, there isn't another right back in the world that can do what you do. You are one of one. It just goes without saying, we need you in and amongst this squad for years to come. And today, performances like this again, you can all say, yeah, he's playing League 2, Accrington Stanley, they're 18th in their league, rare, blah. I don't care. This guy will be quality against any team. On his day, he is absolutely indispensable for Liverpool Football Club. So, solid performance, a captain's performance, real passionate performance as well. He walks off the pitch to a standing ovation. He celebrates his goal, arm wide open with a big smile on his face. That's Trent at his best, and that is the Trent that I want to see more of between now and the end of the season. So please, fella, whatever you've got to do, stick about, because, yo, the future is bright with you, yeah? Just know. Okay, I'm a cement him up here. Slightly above Endo. Maybe. All right, cool. Yeah, Lynn says, Accrington Stanley, who are they? The last of the day, that right. Moving into midfield. Tyler Morton, I'm going to just go sound for Tyler. It was sound, it was fine. People are saying Trent Endo swapped them round, neck and neck. We'll get to that towards the end. We'll figure that one out as well. But yeah, I just thought Tyler Morton was sound. There wasn't anything in Morton's game today where I thought that really stood out to me or it really excelled. Maybe it was a little bit more of a metronome role and just kept things ticking over. But yeah, I just thought he was fine. And if I say fine, then it's got to translate as sound ultimately. I don't think he was bad. I don't think he was brilliant. I just thought he was in that sweet spot for us, really. And again, in a team that wins 4-0, you could turn around and you could be justified in saying everybody was boss. But I've got to try and have some level of gradient to all of this. And for that reason, I think Tyler Morton does just get a sound. I thought Szoboszlai was more than just sound, though, if I'm being honest with you. And it was good to have him back. He's had an up and down season as Dominic Szoboszlai, and he's not had it all his own way. And at times, footballers have got to go through those difficult patches to kind of come out the other end and be better off for it. And I think Liverpool went through the last week have been through a bit of a difficult patch as a result of his absence. So now hopefully him starting to produce some of his better football of the season, combined with Liverpool now getting to the point where we need him back into the team, that kind of just gels and works really well for us. He was a little bit quiet in patches, but I thought he had some nice moments. His pass over to Nunes, who we'll come on to in a minute, to set up the Jota goal, I thought that was great from the counter-attack. And that's what we really expect from him. He plays in a slightly deeper role as well, because obviously Jota's occupying that 10 space. But overall, his overall game for me was sound today. Mr. Majango says he looked really good, immediately showed us what we've been missing. His pace in the press is a game changer. Yeah, Craig Flynn says he was a high sound. Yeah, looked up for it and carried the ball well, says Dadpool. High sound, I love his link-up play and was defo improved. High sound, low boss. Aye. Right, all right then. Sound. High sound, low boss. There. Are we happy? I'm happy. Are you happy? Sound. Let's keep it moving. Diogo Jota, ladies and gentlemen, pops up with the opening goal, jolly on the spot. You know what he does. You put it on a plate for him, he's going to finish his dinner. That's just what this kid is about. He lives that life. He is about that life. And I love Diogo Jota in the red shirt, especially when he's fit. A fit and firing Jota, there are not many better nines in the league. You can probably have conversations about your Isaacs and your Haalands, but he's in the conversation when he's fully fit, because his numbers, his numbers don't lie, and the quality of the finish, he's got every finish in his bag as well. I've got people screaming boss from the jump. Boss. Slaughter the Jota the slaughter. Boss today. Solidly boss. He's a reliable poacher. Baldwin boss. Boss, but slightly lower than Trent. All right, say less. How about that? Like, boom. I don't know what we're doing with Trent and Endo yet. Like, they're still having a little back and forth. But, hey, make no mistake about it. Jota's boss. I'm happy. You're happy. Let's keep moving. Harvey Elliott. I said on the Fan Interactive that I was probably slightly underwhelmed with his performance. I thought, again, it was fine across the board. But I've been used to seeing, especially against that level of opposition in ties like this, years gone by, I've been used to seeing Elliott with a little bit more confidence and swagger. I think, swagger. I think he was probably a little bit the swagger. And maybe that is because there's been a lack of minutes. There's a lack of game time, maybe because at the moment there's conversations and mumblings in the background, and he may be starting to feel the effects of, distractions in the January window, where he probably thought that this was really a season where he was going to really be his breakout season under a new manager. He was going to be able to show what he's capable of, and it ultimately hasn't really gone that way for Harvey Elliott at this particular moment in time. He looks kind of vexed at me there. I don't think he's liking the feedback, but on the whole, he is like a little terrier. He does have that energy and that work rate and that bite in his game. I think he was sound. He hasn't played a lot of games. He hasn't had a lot of minutes. There was a few chances. Again, I'm not convinced he's a right winger. Again, I know we had to almost shoehorn him on that right-hand side and Jota plays in that 10, but I would have liked to have seen him in the hole, just between the lines, just to see him pick up the ball, be a little bit more creative, drop the shoulder, get on the half turn and play a few passes and link it up a little bit more. It felt like he had to try and force it a little bit on that right-hand side, and when he lacks that pace to be lethal over there, it is very difficult. I think he's better from midfield. We improve a little bit in that second half when he goes into midfield. I think he can sit around that point. I would have wanted him firmly in boss today. By the way, I would have wanted to be able to come on here and wax lyrical about Harvey running it and pulling all the strings. He didn't have that level of impact for me. And if you think he did, fine. But I just don't think really we've seen better Harvey Elliott performances. And I don't think I'm wrong in saying that, I'll be honest. Out of position, hasn't played much. Slaughter's doing to Elliott what Klopp did to Gakpo a little. Maybe horses for courses. He talked about being the 10, and then obviously he doesn't get the opportunity to be the 10. It was a mid-sound performance, Lucas. I'd put him as sound. Sound, yeah. Oh, the magnets are magneting. I don't know. I think that's a little bit harsh. I think I was expecting him to be boss, so that's why I put him just there, tethering him between the two. He still looked really pissed off at me, though. Anyway, right, on to the next. Where do we go? Yeah, where do we go? Because I'm not going to do them all. Let me just... Let's just start getting these lads in and around it. Boom, boom, boom. Because I probably won't do them all, but it's just good to have them there. Rio, hey, little ray of sunshine on a winter's day over in Liverpool, I felt like I was in Rio watching my man. I felt like I was just on the beach doing a little bit of samba, a few keepy-ups there, a few baddies over on, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this guy here, he has got techers. Make no mistake about it. This kid has got baller written all over him. It's in his genes, bro. 16, Baby face. You know what I'm saying? As his mum and dad take a bow. Congratulations, you have produced a proper footballing specimen, because not all 16-year-olds can do what he did, by the way. The bright lights of Anfield, the world's biggest stage, football's oldest tournament in the FA Cup, and you're balling out at 16, just doing up a madness on that left-hand side. Yo, a lot has to be said about this kid's future because it was very exciting. Everybody in the chat just saying, boom, big up, because they're excited to see him. Yeah, big up to the Katy Perry. Yo, that's a great comment. Katy Perry era of player there. Oh, we love to see that. But yeah, fantastic. I mean, he's 16, you know. Liverpool's second youngest ever player to touch the pitch. And he did it with such confidence. I won't say there was maturity in his game because there wasn't any. It was just raw, off the cuff. He's not a system player. He's almost an old school throwback Maverick-esque player that we're used to seeing. Maybe as close as 10 years. When he was born, that's when them, do you know what I mean? So he was born not even able to see that he was the type of player that was killing it and ripping it up in the Prem them times. But it's just in him. He's in him to be that. And the one thing that I will say from the outset is, because that's in him, I hope it doesn't get coached out of him. We are at a point in football now where everything's become so systematic in the way that players are drilled and coached to have to do everything for the benefits of the system. And there is a time and a place, and it does serve a purpose, and I understand it. But when you have so few players now that have that rare quality that can just excel at being themselves, and what they have it's like the Trent situation, you know. You don't shoehorn Trent to just be a conventional right back because he is more than. So you have to make those concessions in order to get the best out of that ability. We have to do the same for him and nurture that in the right way. And that's all I will say. He is very raw and there will be mistakes and it won't always be perfect, but I want him to be playing at 24, 25 with that same grace, that same confidence, that same glide over the pitch, because if he does that and refines what we need him to do within a system, then boy, yo, young doggy, yo, right up there, son. Wait, I said son as if he could be old enough to be my son, and I'm trying to work out if that is actually true. It's scary. Anyway, moving swiftly on. Okay, I think I'm done. No, I haven't. Darwin, imagine. James Hansen says, if anyone says that you're messing. Hey, nah, he's not only you're messing, no. Let's face it, you know what I mean? If we're out here doing everybody else a service, and Liverpool have won 4-0, and this guy's chipped in, he's got an assist, he's contributed again. My guy's goals and assists numbers in a Liverpool shirt are not that bad either. They are actually more towards the impressive side of things, so make no mistake about that in all fairness. I am happy with Darwin Núñez today. I thought Darwin Núñez, this is just me reshuffling the deck, by the way, don't make anything of this. But I think Darwin Núñez, again, he's up there with Szoboszlai in terms of his performance. Thought it was an important performance. There was a lot of link-up play there between them. Thought he was very good. On the whole, I've got to be happy with it. He created chances. It suited him more being someone that we was able to use, and that link-up play between him and Jota. Thought his passing was a lot better today. Again, his desire to get on the ball, get on the end of things. There was things that I was kind of getting given up. The Chiesa chance as well, where it hits the post and everybody's just ball watching. He's the one there keeping the attacks alive. I thought he was sound. A little bit wasteful with the finishing, but that's down. We're getting used to it. But I think he is a net positive to Liverpool Football Club still. Until he becomes a net drain and a net negative, I am always going to go to war for Darwin Núñez and support this lad. And I think you guys should do the same because he offers and brings more. Our win ratio with Darwin this season has been far more impressive with him than he is without him. And I'm saying that without even looking at the stats. So you guys go and be statmen, look it up in the chat, look it up online, and come back and try and tell me that I'm wrong. I will read the comments later. But make no mistake about it, with him in the team, we win more games. Factual. Right. Just special mentions. These lads, I'm just going to throw into sound in various places. I like him a lot. I think he is boss, and I think today he probably sits there if I had to. But these lads here, oi, this kid is just boss. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's got it. He has got it. Yeah. Oh, it is. He's just got it. He's a boss player. All the youngsters are boss players, to be honest with you. And then Chiesa, again, everyone's telling me. Yeah, everyone says that Dan's is like a fowler in the making, and crazy. You've got to be happy with the lads there. You've got to be happy with Chiesa. Finally starting to make good of that £10 million that Liverpool paid for them in the summer. Guys in the chat, you've been fantastic. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for keeping it coming through. It is boss to see another Scouser in the team. It is boss to make our way through into that 4th round of the FA Cup. We need to do man of the match, and it is somewhere. Have I got it? Have I got a man of the match? Oh, the man of the match has gone walkies. And it was probably the one thing I probably should have grabbed before. But we know that the man of the match, for me, let us know who your man of the match was, because I am going to give it to Endo. I'll be honest. Endo was my man of the match. And I know you say 4-0, defence didn't really have to do anything. But I thought the way Endo marshalled that back line today, the way that he did it, I thought he was brilliant. Thank you guys in the chat. It is to your left. Yes. I've been looking around, I'm doing all this, and it's just there. Open your eyes, lad. Someone said I was blind before, and you know what? You've just proved your point. Boom. Man of the match for me is Endo. Any more? Tsimikas was boss. Endo. Let's have a little look. Right, let's get some of these chats in dead quick, guys. This is your show as well. Chiesa showed that he's got goals and he's needed. Boom, I agree. Endo, man of the match. Endo. Andrew says, Specsavers for you, Errol. Yo, these are some nice glasses, bro, but yeah, probably. I don't. Stans will stay long term for us, but I do like him. No. I think we need to keep him. Chiesa's old school today. Yeah, Endo. I think there's a general consensus in the chat. I'm seeing a lot more Endo than I am Trent. Endo deserves it. Fair play to him. He's done his job. Liverpool are into the 4th round of the FA Cup. Big up Accrington Stanley as well. Thank you for being good sports. Thank you for being competitive and keeping it professional on the pitch. I have been your host, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Redmen TV, and we will catch you again at the start of next week for some final words.